Sims and Leon, your mom's favorite podcast. Trust me, I'm a mom.
Hey, welcome back to the big show, folks. We are live streaming on twitch.tv, regular/Sims and Leon. I'm Steve Gamble, amateur baker, pro women's rights. To my right is Ricky on the ones. He left the twos at home, but he's good enough on the ones. That should work. And Dusty Buns, before you introduce our guest, confuse me about the weather.
Oh, man. It's end of November, and we are sitting in a crisp 80 degrees tonight. We had a high of 80 today. It's going to slowly peak down there tonight. Got a cold front coming in, and according to my pops, tomorrow is going to be colder than a witch's titty.
I turned my AC on last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's on currently.
Man.
I don't know why I questioned you when you said it was hot.
Yeah.
And we're all wearing long sleeves except him. And he's the hottest one of all of us.
Well, he's a weather expert. He should be dressed the most appropriately for it.
Yes, sir.
I do have a question for you, Dustin.
What you got?
You sent us a text earlier.
I did.
Do you remember what it said?
Which one? I feel like we've been texting all day.
No, I got to find it. Hold on.
Ah, man. While he finds that text, how was that traffic on the way in, Steve-O?
You know what? Not bad.
Really? 35's good?
I used
burning
Waze. It diverted me to the access road
really?
for a little bit, which I don't like because I feel like,
You're getting shafted.
yeah, sometimes you are and sometimes you're not. And you don't know if you're being forsaken by the algorithms. But today it worked out in my favor.
How far is the drive here?
You know, in miles, it's about 10 to 12. In minutes, it's anywhere between 10 and 45. It's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I got lucky today.
Did you delete your own text?
God damn it, Ricky. All right, while Ricky looks for that voice that you're hearing that you may not recognize is our guest today. His name is Dale. And Dale, correct me if I'm wrong, you're too good to be here, but you don't know it yet, right?
You hit the nail on
Okay.
Okay.
I thought so.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
Ooh, okay.
You're not going to tell us more?
Is that a new button?
Man, I mean,
That wasn't you?
Hell no, that wasn't me.
I don't know. It was 40 minutes on the GPS here.
Woo. Yeah, but you're on the crotch rock. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
we're
sure
on
you
2
passed
wheels.
me.
Oh, we're on 2 wheels.
I'm pretty sure you passed me
And
down
then
the
you-
center stripe.
Then you got here faster than him?
Oh, no. Traffic
Yeah.
doesn't exist. Not for me.
I don't know. I didn't think about it until you said something. I saw that little rocket. Not that little rocket. Calm down. Tell us more.
Oh, it only says it once. You were just repeating.
I actually hit the button twice.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
It's a good button.
That's a good button.
Yeah.
What else you got new over there?
That's it. That's the
On
only
the
new
threes
one.
and fours.
I mean, there's the classics.
They call me Steve-O, but at the
I didn't mean to hit that one. I'm
You
sorry.
motherfucker.
So what y'all been up to today?
Man,
You said you had a bunch of weather and traffic to talk about.
sweat my ass off. That's what that's about. And you know, I have about 4 jackets in the truck that I'm gonna forget to bring in tonight, and it's gonna be colder in the Witch's City tomorrow.
You're going to have to go jacket off in the cold tomorrow?
I'm gonna have to go jacket off and then immediately jacket on as I'm walking to the truck. And that jacket on's gonna be cold.
Nice. All right, Dale, what are you doing here?
Man.
I have no clue.
Hey,
And
I'm
now-
here for the ride.
And now you're regretting it?
No, not at all.
No, not
just,
yet.
Just like maybe a little bit.
Do you need a beer? Oh wait, you're on the crotch rocket.
I'll take one, the maximum.
You can have one beer.
All right. Oh, am I
Got
getting up?
parental supervision.
You're the one offered it to him.
I did. I figured you'd normally pull one out of your koozie down there. I got him. Now I'm down to 4.
All right, let's start over. Hey, guys. Welcome to the big show. We're going to get right into it, talking about some subjects and topics. Ricky?
Hey, what's up? So I just got back from Denver.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Always an adventure when you go to Denver.
always.
Let's just start at the
bring some
beginning.
treasure back.
What happened on the flight?
No, I didn't bring anything back. The flight was first of all, do you know how Southwest works?
Like
I'm pretty
shit.
sure we've talked about this
Really?
several times.
Do you?
I mean, I'm going there tomorrow.
You're flying Southwest. So have you already got your boarding pass?
I mean, it's probably in somebody else's phone. But yeah.
Oh, so you didn't pay for your tickets. You don't have your tickets with you.
No, yeah, that's digital.
So how are you gonna get on the plane tomorrow?
My sister.
So has she checked in?
Yes, we checked in.
Okay.
Brandy checked me in for me.
All right. Do you know what seat you got or what boarding number you got?
Yeah.
What you got?
I can pull it out.
Yeah, let's look at it.
All right, come on.
When's the last time you flew
first class
on
seats.
Southwest? Your first class on Southwest?
No,
Not at all.
that's not a thing. I do know that much.
So are you familiar with how they board? Okay, so you get a number. Well, you get a letter and a number, and it goes in that order.
Right.
So it starts with an A group, then the B group, and C group. And between A and B, that's when like military special people that didn't check in and get the A group, but they're A plus preferred, whatever it's called, they get on after all the A's but before the B's. And then at the very beginning, anyone with like disabilities or whatever that needs assistance getting on the plane, like families with small children, if you got there in advance and told them you wanted to be on there,
Right.
they'll let them on the plane before anybody else. All right, what you got?
B42.
B42.
Bingo.
So my flight out last Monday, A motherfucking 1.
The big shots.
The steak,
Can you beat it? I mean, Godzilla.
I call
So
it
you got on
steak sauce.
before all the disability.
No,
people
the
got on?
disabled people get on
Oh,
first.
okay.
That's how he got the spot.
So
He was real sleepy, and they said, "We better let this motherfucker on first."
So
We
there's-
don't know what he got, but he got it.
there's probably about a dozen, maybe a dozen people that got on before A1 steak sauce got on.
Right.
One of them was like a small family with one of the children with a little girl sit in a wheelchair and it looked like maybe her foot was missing.
Ooh.
The only reason I know that because I saw them take it off mid-flight.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very weird.
And
And
it
they
wasn't a
handed
shoe?
over past the. I mean,
Was it just a shoe? It was the whole foot?
no, it wasn't even a shoe.
Oh,
Like a nub.
Like first the shoe was handed,
okay.
then the brace was handed, or maybe the brace then the shoe, and then what was inside the shoe was handed.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sure. Like a mannequin.
I like that.
Just like a mannequin.
Okay.
But there was a very strange one that got on before everybody else as well. And this was a single female by herself. Didn't appear to have any disabilities.
Trans.
Maybe.
Sorry for this. Spoiler alert. She was trans.
So you're saying that's a disability?
The idiots at Southwest think it is.
Oh, fair.
They're like, we don't know where to put this woman.
Oh. We also had, what do they call it? Shit, I forgot what they called it. Not technical problems.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going. With,
Terrorists.
But what, do you remember what I said they called it? Technology problems. They were having technology problems, so we couldn't get on the plane. And then first I thought that was funny when they announced that. We're having technology problems.
Because
Like,
it's hilarious.
okay. And then 3 people showed up and it's like, our technology people are here. And all 3 of those people were referring to themselves as technology people. And they start fucking with the booth where you go, you walk by, they scan your shit.
Yeah.
Not like the one that you go talk to somebody if you want to upgrade or whatever.
Right.
The one where they actually scan your
not the
ticket.
Right
desk,
by the-
booth.
Right by the
Yeah.
the
gate.
skywalk. Yeah, the gate. That works. Gate. Found out of nowhere. So they're fucking with it. And I was like, have y'all tried turning it off and back on? Because, I'm steak sauce.
You're right up there. You
I'm
might
right
as
there.
well
And
say
he's just
something.
waiting. He's trying to get on this
I
plane.
just want to get on the plane so everybody knows I'm steak sauce. And like,
So
I know I'm standing at the front of the
So
line.
you can
but
stop telling people and
Like,
standing
when-
at the very front.
when I walked to the very front, I was like, is this where we line up? It's like, yeah, if you're like A, like perfect. But then they didn't have to look or anything. It was like, I could have done that any fucking time. They wouldn't have looked. They wouldn't have even wanted to check my ticket. Like, son of a, I mean, they had that motherfucker printed. Like, I never get my tickets printed. Your steak sauce, that shit's printed. They can wave it around. People can see it. Oh, yeah.
Print it out like one of those jumbo
So-
checks they give you at a charity event.
Just carry it under
You know my boarding
arm.
pass yet? I don't know if you can see.
It's A1.
right here.
Comparing seats. What seat are
I'm
you?
right after the trans people. If you can,
They turn it off.
Transportation people with the wheelchairs.
They turn it off, power down, power it back up. It fixes it. So the 3 technology people at the fucking DFW International Airport
No.
couldn't figure it out. And I was like, turn it off
You
and
mean
back
the
on. Is
Love Field International Airport?
that where I was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely not the DFW
now this is all making sense.
because it's not an international.
So there was this one single female that I don't know why she was getting on before everybody else, but she was.
Okay.
And she sat in the very first seat on the aisle when you first walk in. There's something very special about her. Mm-hmm. Her tees were a popping.
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Dale, what do you mean by that?
You lost me in the sauce. I'm not too sure.
She had some big old titties that were up here.
Yeah.
And they're pushed out. Could see almost everything. This is the kind of girl that people would pay to watch hiccup. Does that make sense?
Okay, never heard that term, but
What, tease a poppin'?
no. Pay to hiccup.
I never heard that term either, but can you imagine it though?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's how spectacular these things moved.
Oh, okay.
Like every little motion she made is a whoosh. It was almost magical.
Okay.
So she's on the very first seat of the like when you walk in, when you look down the aisle, the first thing you see is that.
So she was like 8.1. Because she got.
She's like negative.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
She got there before you.
Yeah, she got on before me.
Yeah.
So I don't know what her.
We're good. Tell us more. Had a bug.
You had a bug?
I had a little bug flying around this. I'm tired of them.
Yeah, you better
It's not a
now.
mosquito. I'm good now.
Okay.
I would like to go on record as saying you did not get it.
No, it's still flying behind you. So I'm 4 rows back, same seat as her, it's just the aisle seat, because I prefer the aisle, because who doesn't? Mm-hmm. What do you prefer, Dale?
I'd say either window or aisle, not the middle.
I'm going to,
Never the middle.
the middle's the worst, but I highly recommend aisle over window, unless you just want to look out.
Yeah, I go window, but it's because I'm a child and I don't fly very often, and I like to
Literally.
see the clouds.
I feel like there's a lot of responsibility with the window, because then you're in charge of opening and closing the blinds
Yeah.
for everybody in the row.
Trying to sleep.
Yeah. Like there's been times where I've been like on the aisle seat or God forbid the middle seat, and it's bright as fuck and they open that thing up and it just blinds you.
It
It's the
feels like
worst.
you're opening a hot oven.
So you want them to be in charge of that instead of you?
Yeah, I don't want that responsibility.
Okay. But you,
I want to eat
you want to
drugs.
be pissed off whenever they have it open.
I want,
It's
yeah.
too bright.
Here's my plan every time I go to the airport. Get to the airport.
Yes.
Find a place to eat / drink beers.
Yeah.
If I'm hungry, I'll eat. If not, I'll just drink beers. While I'm drinking beers, I eat my first edible. Right before I get on the plane, I eat my second edible. Then nothing bothers me on the plane. I'm so happy. Then I get my double vodka cranberry on the plane too. That's my
Your
process.
lime packets.
They didn't give me line packets. Well, hold on. On the flight there, they did not give me line packets. On the flight home, they stabbed them with little mixer thing and put them in there. So even when you like dumped them out, they're all sticky, so that all the lime crystals didn't come out. A little irritating. A little irritating. Still haven't paid for a drink on a plane, which I find very fun. So everybody that's
But it's because you get the emergency row exit is why you're getting free drinks. And
No.
you basically have just told us you're contented on the flights because you're just sitting there drooling, staring off into space because of all the drugs and alcohol.
no, I think it's only American Airline that does that.
Oh.
The emergency exit row.
Yeah, because Southwest, you can't book that specific seat.
Right. But they always tell you, like, if you're under a certain age or can't handle it, you can't sit on that row.
Yeah.
We've had multiple edibles and have been at the bar for a few hours before you're on the.
And what's great about when I'm landing in Denver, I know I do not have to drive anywhere. It's get off the plane, get on the train.
Get on a scooter.
Nah, I don't get it. Well, normally they come and pick me up. I could get on a scooter. But, dragging a bag while you're on the scooter seems like a bad idea. Me just on a scooter by myself is a bad idea, I learned. So everybody that's getting on this plane, probably should use better words than coming, huh? Everybody coming on the plane, the first thing they see is this girl. And the first thing they see are those teas of popping.
Okay.
First thing they notice. And when I say everyone, everyone. Because it's like they turn the corner, they look up, and they look down.
So you got to watch this happen like 100 times from where you were
so
sitting.
many times. Like, this is, and it wasn't just men, it wasn't just women. Every single person that walked on that plane did the same thing: down, up, and double take. Every fucking
And
one
then
of
they
them.
got this from Ricky. Just a
I feel
quick
like
acknowledgement. Yeah.
there were definitely a few of them that saw me watching them because they knew what what happened, and they realized, oh, this motherfucker's watching everybody do this, but they don't know that I'm watching everybody. They think I just busted only them doing it, knowing I'm a pervert too because I saw that shit. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you're not made of stone. What the hell?
Yeah, normally I'll download some like podcasts. Not normally ours.
No, something entertaining.
Something
or
entertaining, yeah.
worthwhile. Yeah.
When I flew out that last Monday, I did the Hang Zone, which is a ticket show, their weekly wrap up, which lasts right around the right amount of time for the entire flight. So it's kind of perfect, but it's also very funny, and I'm also kind of high. So I'm just kind of giggling and laughing the entire time. It's a fun way to fly. Y'all are really missing out.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have a flight ritual, but I think I get basically the same. I always get the little airplane bottles. You can bring like 5 or whatever you can Google. And
You're not supposed to drink those on the plane, though?
Yeah.
yeah, but they don't stop you from taking them on the plane, and they don't stop you from pouring them into your glass and then into your mouth.
I think it's more of a big deal now than it used to be.
Yeah.
It seems like it is because they
with
never
the
really made
COVID.
announcements as before.
Yeah.
Like in the last 11 years or so,
It's a
or like in
felony.
the last few months.
No, within like the. Oh, when was the last time you flew?
I don't know. It hadn't been that long.
Oh.
It's a felony to drink on the plane.
To bring your own
Bring your
booze and
own.
drink, which
It's a federal offense,
is a federal offense.
Okay.
They let us know that.
which is a felony.
Yeah, motherfuckers don't need to fly with me then.
I mean, just don't admit that you do that.
Just don't want to. Hey, can you throw away my little mini Crown bottle, please?
I just leave them all on the floor when I'm done.
Put them in the middle seat, the seat back compartment, in the middle seat, so they think it's that person.
You got it.
Like if somebody's passed out, just dump them all in there. Like, this motherfucker's fucked up. Like, that's a good plan. All right, so where are you traveling to?
We're going to New York.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, first time. I've never been.
I've never been to New York either.
I didn't have like the biggest itch to go, but I think it's gonna be a good time.
Who's all going?
Brandy, Troy, me, Brooklyn. So the 4 of us. I don't know where we're staying.
Do you know anything about the trip?
I do know one thing. We're going to a Nets game
Nice.
and maybe a musical, but the Nets game is. I'm really looking forward to that.
You're not looking forward to the musical?
I'll be there.
I bet you'll enjoy it.
Not
more
looking
than you
forward to
think.
it, but you don't know if you'll hate it or not.
Hey,
You
I'm
might
not
have a good
gonna go
time.
in there with any, I'm like a agenda before to
Yeah.
if I'm not gonna enjoy it or whatever. But I'm gonna try to have a good time for sure.
I think once you actually get there and the musical's going on, I think you'll actually enjoy it.
Probably, most likely.
I feel like they're pretty entertaining. Like, it's a show meant to entertain people.
Right.
Yeah, and plus they're just getting better and better. The Lin-Manuel Miranda effect is rippling through the community, I think.
Yeah, I think they're going to go see Beetlejuice.
How could that be bad?
See, I'm excited for that because I like Beetlejuice.
Okay. I know your sister likes Beetlejuice. Brandy, my sister, loves Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's like my favorite movie growing up. I had it on VHS.
Is it because of Brandy?
No, I think I just like I had 4. I don't know. I had like a bunch of VHSs that I would just watch, and Beetlejuice was like the top one.
Nice.
Throwing that on all the time.
Yeah, you could do a lot worse for a movie you have to watch over and over.
We watched that so many times when we were kids.
It's a good movie.
Like Brandy, she's the middle sister of, well, she's the middle child of me and my 2 sisters. I'm the youngest. Your mom's the oldest. She was always in charge of telling us what we liked and what we didn't like.
Hell yeah.
Brandy was. So when she liked Beetlejuice, it was like, oh, we all love Beetlejuice now. We should watch this all the time. And we did. What's that?
Motorcycle.
Can you move your little black rocket?
What happened?
She's trying to leave.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Just start it up and go.
get on.
Yeah, just start.
Yeah. Just freaking pop a wheelie on the way out.
Oh, that'd be scary.
We'll take a small break. Sing me a song, Dustin.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. It's about that time of the year, huh? Still don't have the Christmas lights up.
Thought that was going to be done
I don't know. I
by
haven't had
December
time.
1st.
Haven't had time. It's gonna be done tomorrow. Tomorrow's still not December 1st,
Yeah,
so I
you
still
got a
got
day.
tomorrow. That's my plan at least, but it's gonna be cold outside.
What we got?
Oh,
We got nothing.
better make sure she watch the. Oh shit! Watch the grass.
Are you worried about the grass?
No.
We got VIP parking.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
What'd you have to go do?
Had to move the motorcycle.
Now, is that your main mode of transportation, or what percentage of the time
That's
are you
like
on it?
I
that's
feel like we can spend a good 20 minutes on talking about your modes of transportation right now.
100%.
Let's go down this rabbit hole.
Okay. So, to answer your question, yes, that is my main source of transportation. I am pretty backwards with how I do everything, I guess. So, I sold my truck and bought a bike and not a car. And everybody's like, "It's wintertime. What are you doing?" And I'm like, we live in Texas. You know, there'll be plenty
Yeah,
of sunny
it's,
days.
it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, you're more worried about
end of
rain
November.
here really than freezing cold.
Right. But yeah, I guess
So what were you driving before that?
so I had a Chevy
Other
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah, so I sold that for more than I bought it for. And when I sold it, it was broken without a transmission. So I paid myself to drive that and break it.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Very nice.
Yeah. But the bike, yeah, I don't know why I bought it. I kind of just wanted one.
So how do you like it?
It's awesome. I love it. It's the best thing. It's a misconception. They think like, you know, oh, you got a bike, you must get girls. No, you just get a bunch of dudes coming up to you. Hey man, nice bike.
Yeah,
supposedly,
it's kind of like having big muscles. You think you're doing that for chicks?
No.
Dudes love it.
Word on the street is Steve-O had the sweetest hog in Benbrook at one time.
I've had a couple sweet hogs. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. And they were also my main mode of transportation, and it can be a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's the worst you've driven in so far? How long have you had it?
2 months.
Okay.
2 months.
Your first bike?
Yeah, my first bike, not my first time riding.
Right.
But yeah, that's my first bike that I bought.
So you rode other people's bikes.
Yeah, my dad has a bike. He's you know,
You
growing
rode
up I had
dirt bikes and stuff, yeah.
Right, exactly. So I guess I always like knew how to ride. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let's get a bike. Let's go do something stupid.
So what do you do on days it's raining?
Well, actually, I had another car. Let's go here real quick. I had another car, and recently, like last week, I had a blowout on the highway on the way to work.
Last week, normally I drive myself to the airport. My parents were like, "Hey, we'll take you there." My dad was like, "Hey, I'll take you to the airport. That way you don't have to worry about it." I'm like, "Sure," you know. I feel like that. I never take him up on that, but fuck it, let's do it. So on my way to the airport, sitting in the back seat of the minivan, they get a call from you. I was in the car when they.
Right, I heard you in the background. Okay, yeah. So, I'm driving on the way to work. I get on the highway. All I hear is, doom. Drrr. I'm like, oh, that sounds lovely.
What kind of car is this?
This was a 2004 Mazda 3. So it's a hatchback. It's stick. And
Dustin approves.
I hear the lovely noise and I pull over and I'm like, let's check it out.
And you know how to change a tire, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. And I get out and I see my tire is exploded. It's still on the rim, which is good, but it was exploded.
There's no fix a flat gonna make that happen.
No. Like the whole side of the tire is just open.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no air in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. But yeah, that was the first time I've had a blowout on the road. So I was just like, wow.
Did you lose any control when it happened?
No. So I don't know. I feel like I'd never be the one to get in a wreck like that. I'm so in control.
Says the last guy.
But you said, he said, "What do you do when it rains?" And you said, "I used to have a car, but I had a blowout." It sounds like you still have a Mazda 3. You need a tire.
No. So here's the thing. We're on the side of the highway. I'm like, let me call around and see what I should do. And so I realize I'm on the side of the highway. I really don't feel like changing this tire and being more late. So let's try to find a ride. So I found a ride and my girlfriend came pick me up. Went into work, left the car there. The car was there for not even 7 hours. I come back to pick it up to tow it that night. It is gone.
Did it get towed?
No, it is stolen. Somebody thought it would be a great idea. Hey,
That's happened to me twice.
that's crazy.
You had a blowout and someone stole your car?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, both of them were Hondas, which I think are real chop
Yeah.
shoppy. One of them was even a CRX, which I think is like the most fucking
Sawed off their Honda.
Yeah. So, because like all those parts are interchangeable or whatever.
Didn't Mikey's get stolen out of Ambulance driveway?
The CRV?
Out of the driveway?
Yeah.
The driveway.
That's different. That's
Not
different.
CRV. It was a Civic SI.
Ooh.
It's a
That
red,
shit got stolen?
Yeah.
red, yeah. and they found it they found parts of it. I'm pretty sure they only found the frame or something.
God damn, I don't even remember that, but I remember riding around in that car a lot.
I forgot that he had that car until y'all were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah.
All right, so that Mazda MX-3 got stolen.
Sure did. And I went back after work. I'm like, let's get this car and let's fix this tire. And I get back, it's gone. So we're calling around all the tow places contracted under the city, the police. You know, we're trying to find the car. That happened last week on
Monday.
Yeah, she gone, baby.
Yeah, she's done.
That's insane.
Yeah,
And it was broad daylight.
it was broad daylight.
Yeah.
It was 11 in the morning. Somebody woke up, was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's steal all the cars on the side of the road.
Well, so how are they going to know? They're going to
Yeah,
think
if
it's the
they're in a
person's
tow
car.
truck.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that they changed the tire and they hotwired that motherfucker.
I
mean-
okay.
But the tow truck option is a great
is.
option too. Just back up to it, pull it away. People are like, oh, they're
That
towing
too.
that car.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't imagine that would work because the emergency brake was on.
They don't matter.
It don't matter. They would put it on a flatbed. They just drag that
That-
son of a
see,
bitch
that-
up there.
They'll drag it a little bit.
Yeah.
What do they care about the quality of the
They're getting a free
rear
car.
tires? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we might fuck up this transmission a little bit, but we're selling the rest of it.
Yeah, my Accord that got stolen, they did not have to hotwire it.
Key was in it.
Well, it was started with a screwdriver 100% of the time. So,
Damn.
yeah. So all they had to do is be like, wonder if somebody's not coming back for that car in the next.
I felt pretty secure leaving it there for my shift.
What
Just
highway was it?
360. There's like 10 cars on the road from my house to work. So I'm like, I see these here. They've been there for like 5 days.
Yeah, that's
Leave it.
wild.
Yeah, but they weren't no Mazda 3.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I seen a Mustang. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah, that's...
A hatchback?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why they would pick that car to sell. Maybe because it's the easiest one.
I guess. I have no idea, but I'm salty.
Thing in and out pretty quickly. So that was your car.
No, that's even the worst part. It was my girl's mom's car.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Exactly. So now I'm like,
Damn.
oh fuck.
Now you owe her monies.
And it was a stick shift. Do you remember the first day he drove that car?
No.
He met us at my house. We were moving all that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that
yeah,
was the first day?
Yeah, that
When
was.
him and Tyson came over, he's like, "Yeah, I just learned how to drive a stick."
That's right. I do remember that now.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, it was that car, and it had the toolbox in it.
Oh shit.
But I got the machete.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, that sucks. That toolbox ain't replaceable.
Yeah,
We dig up my grandpa,
sorry,
who's been dead for 20 fucking years. 25 fucking years.
didn't mean to.
I think even if you dig him up,
That's what I'm
unless he's
saying.
buried in a toolbox, is that what you're saying?
That's what I was wondering.
Unless you
I mean,
just
that's gonna make it?
reanimate him in some way and he still has all his cognitive function and toolbox making know-how.
That's a better option than not digging him up.
What?
To have him remake that toolbox? No one else can.
He's Catholic. It's some kind of Catholic shit he's talking about. I don't know what he's...
I'm just saying the first step of getting that toolbox replaced would have to be digging up my grandfather.
I don't think that's the first step at all.
What's the first step then?
Find a picture of it and try to rebuild it yourself.
But then my grandpa didn't make it. What just happened?
He caught it. He caught the bug.
Did you try to eat it?
No.
I tried to open my hand
he
and
peeked
look
it.
at the carnage that was its little bug carcass.
But you
didn't
catch and release.
smash it. Yeah.
Damn. So was it insured?
Oh no, it had no insurance, no tags.
God.
That shit is gone. It's gone.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
what step
like-
one in stealing that motherfucker is
Let's
like
check
look
and see
it
if it's
up.
registered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was ghost. It was a ghost car.
Man.
So now, you just the bike now.
Just the bike. Just
Damn.
the bike.
So did you report it stolen? Or,
Oh,
or you just...
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're like, "What's the license plate? We don't have one."
Well, but
where's it
see, that's
registered?
the
if
thing.
you have
It's
the
not.
title, you have the
thing.
title of the
You think
vehicle, you still have the
They
VIN
do
number.
y'all have the title?
I don't know.
See
I
about
have
that.
connections though. She works at a dealership, so she would print me tags.
This sounds like illegal activity.
That does sound
100,000%. This is off the radar, or
Yeah,
off the record. Off the record.
We'll edit that. Let me mark that to edit it out.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah, we wouldn't want Lindsay and Trey to know about it.
Damn. So are you looking for a car? Or are you gonna stick with a motorcycle for now?
I'm gonna stick with the bike, and then we have an opportunity with the Trailblazer,
Yeah.
so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into getting a new car.
I thought you were gonna say the vet, and I was like, oh,
Hey.
hold on.
That's next.
I gotta drive that fucking thing.
No, we
before
see
it
how you
goes.
treat your cars, get them stolen and shit.
No, exactly. Couldn't even deserve the
Now
vet.
you want the vet, but at least the vet's on like those run flat tires, so you could actually go somewhere.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Hell yeah.
Why are you staring at me, Dustin?
I'm just trying to comprehend if that's true or not.
Which one?
On
Tires.
the run flat tires.
Why wouldn't it be? Why would I make that up?
Because you don't know what the heck you're talking about half the fucking time. Especially when it comes to a vehicle. I just don't. Are you sure?
100%. Have you seen those fucking tires?
They look like Corvette tires. Are all Corvette tires that?
I don't know if all Corvette tires are. I know that one. Those are.
Oh, they got like spray foam in them or something or what?
No, they're just
You got tiny airbags.
they're supported on the more rubber on the outsides.
Uh-huh.
So that way, if it does lose air, it won't go completely flat,
Oh.
and you can run flat. Have you never heard of tires like this?
Yeah, do we have to teach you everything about automobiles?
If it loses air.
Oh, God.
So you don't know what a run flat tire is?
Hold
Is that what you're saying?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen one because I drive trucks.
Well, he's telling you it's the
cars.
vet. You've seen the vet.
Yeah, you've seen the vet.
I know.
Yeah, you've seen them.
You've seen them.
I've seen them. Look like an average tire to me.
That's the.
So you've
beautiful
heard of
part
run
it.
flat tires.
Yeah.
He just
You
doesn't
believe they
that-
exist.
that-
I just
And
don't
even though
believe it's on the
Ricky is
vet.
fully confident that that's what's on that car,
Let's go test it out.
I'm not going to do it for you.
The way he's explaining it just doesn't sound right. If it runs out of air, it still stays inflated enough to be able to run on it.
That's not what I said
That's
at all.
pretty much what you said.
I never once said it stays inflated. I said they're run flat tires. That
Yeah.
means if even when they're flat, you can still roll on them.
Okay.
Now you can't go high speeds,
Right.
but you can roll on them.
Yeah. All right. I follow you.
I don't think you do.
I do.
I think he just found out about run flat tires.
Well, he's trying not to find out about them. That's what's funny. He's trying not to learn something new.
I know what you're talking
Because he drives truck.
about. That's
Hey,
right.
will y'all educate me real quick?
Yeah.
What's a hog?
It could be a couple things.
Time out. Let's because you said back in the day, and I'm looking at the comments. It said back in the
Oh.
day.
Hog is a word for motorcycle, but more specifically, it's supposed to be a Harley Davidson Harley Owners Group is what Hog is an acronym for. So when you call my my Honda Rebel or whatever I had at the time that he knew it, I think he's just talking shit.
You could be part of the Honda's owners group.
That's true. It's about as lively as this fucking Twitch chat. I have a feeling.
A hog can also refer to someone with a giant dick. That can be a hog.
I was aware of that one, but
Yeah.
looking at our crew right here, I kind of just assumed that's not what we're
Not what
talking
it
about.
is.
Yeah, kind of like the run flat tires, right?
Just doesn't exist in here.
That would be a dope fucking title to have the sweetest dick in Bimbrook. All right. I too have been doing some travel.
Okay.
Not as fancy as Colorado. Didn't get on any airplanes, but the wife and I went to San Antonio for the weekend for our Sans Kid annual anniversary trip.
Just leave the
and-
kids at home. Let them
Various
fend for themselves,
grandparents.
yeah.
Just drop them off and then they just live off candy for a couple days. Listen, I'm about to explain to you guys America in a nutshell.
America.
So we went to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. It is, by all accounts, the best Six Flags in the franchise. Has the most roller coasters. It's the shit. The only thing that makes it difficult is the fucking Flash Pass.
Right.
Everyone's familiar with this shit. You
Where you
pay
skip a line.
Jump to the
a
line.
crazy
Like,
amount of
Dustin-
money.
Dustin's heard of it, but he doesn't think it actually exists.
I know
fake
what
news.
it is.
He knows it exists. He just doesn't think it was at the place I was at. So here's it in a nutshell.
I feel like that should be meant for kids with disabilities and like the girl in the front row in the airplane with the giant titties.
She has a flash pass in life. She flashes those. She's getting a pass.
Yeah, she can get on the roller coaster whenever she wants.
So some rides it's better than others.
Like the mine train.
Depending on, because some rides you got like this roller coaster leaves and there's one right behind it coming to do drop off and let new people get on and then whatever. And some of them is just like 16 people get on, they wait the full 2 minutes and then it comes back around, you unload and blah, blah, blah. And that's the one. So the way they do the Flash Pass is every single motherfucker that has one gets on before they let the other line move at all. So we're trying to ride the Rattler, which is like the biggest, best roller coaster at this park. But we're sitting in line, and the line will just not move for like 15
Because
minutes.
the same people keep fucking
Yeah.
going around.
Well, I think the pass itself, unless you pay like $800 for it, is not unlimited. You
Okay.
get like 3 per day that
Oh,
you can
really?
skip the line on, and that one's like
That makes
200 or
sense.
whatever. So I think there's varying tiers of what it can do.
Yeah, but there are people rotating in there. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're not rotate. They're just they all
more people
go.
getting in line is what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe rotating was the wrong way to say it. More fast passers getting in line as you're waiting.
Yeah, and I mean
They're still going
theoretically,
to the front.
yeah. There's a whole separate line. It's coming from 2 different directions.
So you're watching people get on 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
And you're like, God.
Did you pregame?
Well, we talked about this on the pod. I quit
Right.
drinking, so we were just doing edibles and puffing a little bit here and there in between. So it made the lines nicer,
Yeah.
but this particular line was like a solid hour when it would have been, if the amount of people had just all had to go in order, would have been like half that. So I'm just sitting here. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm a liberal now. I'm a Marxist. I don't know what. Everything is changing in my ideology because I just don't think the people that have more money should get to have more fun at Fiesta Texas than I do. But then we were getting on one last ride, and this guy, he had a really young daughter, older son, and the guy himself, and they were like, "Hey, are you about to get in line for this ride?" And we were like, "Yeah, it's just me and Katie." He goes, "Just the 2 of y'all?" We go, "Yeah, weirdo." And he goes, "I got some extra flash passes. Come this way."
Oh, nice.
And all of a sudden, I'm a capitalist again. I was just like, "Yep, I deserve it. Let's go." And I just, all the people, because my thing, when the flash passers were getting on, I fucking made eye contact with every single, you know what you're doing is wrong, you piece of shit. You're not better than me. And then as soon as it was offered to me, I was like,
You're like steak sauce, bitches.
yeah, I'm going to take that shit.
How many rides did you actually get a ride? All of them?
They had, one was permanently shut down, and then they had, I guess since it had rained the day before, they were like having some closed down temporarily here and there.
Foundation issues on the roller coaster.
Who knows, man? It's Texas,
Sinkhole.
so yeah, probably
Yeah.
some foundation.
Some crack. Yeah.
But yeah, we rode almost all, probably about 10 of them.
So when you do your anniversary thing, do you always go to San Antonio?
Nah, we
Sorry,
go.
when you do your roller coaster thing.
Well, I kind of had the idea because my oldest daughter got to where I thought she might be old enough to like really enjoy.
Getting high and getting on roller coasters.
We stay sober when we had her, but we did Six Flags in Arlington, and we got season passes for all 3 of us. That was my big Christmas gift to everybody a few years ago, and so we went with her a bunch of times. But one time, me and Katie just went by ourselves. We had mimosas in the parking lot and then whatever. And if you get there, like they say they open at 10, they like open those gates at like 9:40. So if you just get there way early, you kind of have the park to yourself for like hour and a half, and you can just see how many rides you can ride really
Nice.
quick. So that was my idea for the anniversary trip. But that Six Flags is better than our Six Flags. I will say that.
Really?
Well, ours is the original. So
I haven't been.
everyone built after ours, they could easily approve upon, right?
Yes, and that one didn't used to be owned by Six Flags.
Oh.
So they were doing like
Oh, the
their own
San
thing.
Antonio one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Six Flags bought it out. I don't know how many years ago. It's been a long time, but it used to just be its own thing.
Nice.
So when they built the big
Oh, you
wooden
know
roller
what?
coaster, they're like, we're gonna build it bigger than the Texas Giant. They kind of did everything, and then they like,
I think there's a documentary on that one. I don't know. I might be talking out my ass.
why is it haunted?
No, just about the previous owner and what it was before.
Huh.
That's interesting because I remember now that you're talking about it, how it was a big amusement park and then Six Flags came in and took over.
Yeah, and it does have like some cool shit that you know was there. Like, yeah, they renamed this is now the Batman, and that's the Superman, and then all the Six Flags shit. But they have a poltergeist ride, like a horror themed roller coaster, which is weird. But yeah,
What was your favorite ride?
I think that one we waited an hour for was objectively
The Rattler.
the best. But
Would you have waited another hour for it?
I would do it again if I went back, but yeah, that was like right at the end of our day.
Well, you didn't go fast past that one once you got it?
We didn't we could barely afford the regular ass tickets.
No, what I'm saying is that when you...
No, we were just in line. We were walking into something else
Oh,
that we
so
were
you
already
fast
going to
passed
do.
that one.
Yeah, and
Look, yeah, the guy was like, I got extra fast passes. Like, here, you can have my extra fast passes. Like, I got extras, come with me.
and listen to this shit, right?
Oh.
So he invites us. We go in the separate line. There really
Oh,
isn't a line. We go in the separate little entrance to be on the fast pass. So it's the guy, his daughter, and his son, right? And the roller coaster is 4 across. So there's 2 people already on the front row, and the daughter and the dad want to be in the very front. He's like, it's a whole different experience if you're in the very
Okay.
front. So there's 2 people already there. So it's the daughter, the dad, and those 2 strangers. And then the second row is going to be the son, me, Katie, and either a empty seat or a stranger. And we're all about to get on. And then these people come from who knows where and sit in the very front. Keep in mind, there's the regular line. We came through a separate line. These people came from the other side of the roller coaster, and an employee came and said to the dad, he's like, sorry, since they wanted to sit in the front, you guys have to wait until the next roller coaster.
So now you're on the train with their son,
Yeah.
and dad and daughter got kicked off.
Yeah, they have to wait until the next one. So the question is, we had the fast pass.
Right.
What do
Who are
those
those
fucking
fucking-
people have?
AIDS.
Owner's kids.
I get, or were they trans, or they were steak sauce, or something? I don't know.
That's kind of fucked
They
up.
got the super special. Were there teas a popping?
Nah, I didn't see any teas.
No teas.
I did have an Uber delivery maybe 2 weeks ago,
Oh, yeah?
and this lady came and met me like outside of her apartment complex, and I didn't know this was a term at the time, but her teas were a poppin', and she goes, oh man, it's getting cold out here, and I said, it's a bit nippy, and then I ran away before I didn't look her in the eye after I said it like a man would have, but I said it.
Are y'all big on the fair or no? State fair?
I haven't been in a long time.
It's,
I've been once.
you know, if I had Flash Pass money, maybe, but I'm turned off by things where they turn your money into coupons and then you do the math and I'm like,
agree.
this Ferris wheel costs $6.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it was 14 coupons. I know what the fuck. There's a calculator on my phone. So me being
so
a cheap
true.
piece of shit, that stops me from maybe enjoying that type of thing. But
I agree. It is. I just don't like that part of Dallas, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just don't like
What part of Dallas do you like?
none. I hate Dallas. So
So you went this year, right?
Yeah, I went this year, and before that, when I was a kid, I mean, I went. But
Yeah.
this year we went for the first time in a long time, and it wasn't bad. I mean, I ate a bunch of stupid food, like stuff that shouldn't even exist.
fried Dr. Pepper and
I seen
shit.
fried lemonade, and I couldn't tell if I was reading the sign wrong or.
It's like fries and lemonade?
And I'm
What's
like,
going on here?
I'm like, what? But it was fun. It wasn't bad.
What all did you do? Because the last few times I remember going, it's like you go to like car shows and little stuff here and there, like the world's tiniest large man or some stupid shit like that.
I mean,
Hey, this is a regular sized person. God damn it.
I mean, when we got there,
Spent 18 coupons on this guy.
we got there. They were, we seen the truck. It was like a truck show going on. They were jumping, TRXs and Dodges and crazy stuff.
They're actually doing stuff.
Yeah, like jumping on dirt
Okay.
ramps with trucks, and I'm like, okay,
That would be worth
that's at the entrance.
coupons.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what's deeper in there? So
Nothing. That's how they get you.
yeah, 100%. That was probably the most interesting thing I saw, and then it was just so many people.
Do you remember when Big Tex caught on fire?
yeah,
Yeah.
That was the year that we went.
You,
It was.
but
Did it
not
happen
the
when
day.
the park was
picture.
open?
That's very
Did it happen when the
incriminating.
park was open?
No.
No.
It was before.
But you weren't there the day of.
Not the day of. No.
You just all burn up Big
Well,
Tex.
I don't
He
think
had a
anybody
bad
there was the day
experience
of.
in that
Really?
part of Dallas, and then he went back, and all of a sudden, who knows what happened? But that motherfucker
Have you
caught
heard the
on fire.
Russ Martin eulogy of Big Tex?
No.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Let's hear it. Paraphrase it.
It's delivery. It's not really. I mean, it is what he says too, but it's how he delivers it.
All right, Doug Heads, stop listening to this podcast
Go to
and go
YouTube.
Google the Russ Martin eulogy of Big Tex.
Oh man,
And then the
it's
Big
so
Tex
funny.
eulogy of Russ Martin.
And now that nobody's listening, we can fucking
We can say whatever we want.
yeah,
Talk shit about all these listeners.
yeah, bunch of
Hey, we were
nerds.
at the 10 a minute ago.
Nice.
Oh shit, come back. I'll do the Russ Martin thing.
So what all did he say in it? Or just ish?
Just how his dickies done caught on, combusted in flames, and how it was
Oh, so it's like
pretty
a-
fitting for him to go out in blackface, and
God damn.
it was pretty. It was pretty good. Anyways,
Do you remember what caused that fire?
it was something
Oklahoma, I
mechanical
think.
in his head.
Jealousy.
Yeah, I thought it was like his voice box or something like
Yeah, it's
that.
like his voice box.
I thought it happened like while the park was open.
It might have. Don't give me the line.
'Cause I remember there was a lot of videos and pictures of it, not just like from the news.
Don't give me the line.
So people would have to have been there, right?
Well, it was.
Was that 2012?
He doesn't
Yeah.
hang out while the
Yeah.
state fair's not in town, and it was during the day. Simple math would suggest that the state fair was open.
But they put him up before the state fair gets to rolling.
And then we brought him back the next year.
He doesn't even look the same.
He still looks like he's burnt. Like he's got,
Reusing the
He's a
parts.
little tame.
He's got a tan
all right?
now. It's like,
he's a
goddamn.
little tame.
What if they made a new Big Tex with just burn victim scars all over? Just a horrifying Freddy Krueger guy.
a couple of fingers burn off. I like this idea. What'd you do for Thanksgiving?
We were here for Thanksgiving Day, and then we went up to the ranch for the weekend. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
we, it's not supposed to be snake season because it's November, but we stumbled across a cottonmouth snake.
Ooh, was it rabid?
I mean, is it poisonous? Yes.
Was it a baby?
Like when you see,
No, it was a pretty big. It was about that long.
The newborns
Like when
are
you-
like
when
more
you-
venomous than the
Yeah.
venomous poisonous.
like when you see raccoons out during the day, it's like, oh, they must be rabid. So I think if you saw snakes out when they're not supposed to be out, must be rabid.
Okay, I see. I
See
see
the
the
logic?
connection there.
What'd you do with it?
Now,
Cut it-
is
cut its head
raccoon
off.
one of those words you say a bunch of different ways every time you say it?
Raccoon, yes, it is.
And how do you say pecan? Just so I know.
Pecan.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
No, there's
Get outta
pecan
here.
and pecan. You can't say pecan.
I can.
God damn it.
I also say Italian because my dad says Italian. I think it's hilarious.
Cowboy Bill had a great line. Anytime we'd see an Olive Garden, he goes, "You know what kind of people eat at Olive Garden, right? Kind of people that go, let's go out for a nice Italian meal."
It's authentic, man.
It is.
It's good stuff. What else do y'all do at the ranch?
Well, it rained a shit ton.
Well, first you ate that snake, I see.
Hell no. I'm not a snake person. I cannot stand them.
Then you should eat them.
Yeah, I eat all sorts of shit I hate.
No.
Fucking deer.
Why do you? What?
Oh,
You just don't want to ever try to eat a snake? Like,
I hate
No.
snakes. Yeah, and both. Yeah, I will not. No.
give you the heebie-jeebies just
Yep.
think about eating it?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. You don't like saliva. You don't like snakes.
Don't like saliva.
Yeah.
Where'd
We
that come
went,
from?
we went
that
through that
happen?
in detail
You
on a
don't-
previous
You don't remember
episode.
talking about that?
Probably not.
So how do you
Dusty
feel about-
Buns thinks that all saliva is loogies.
Okay.
So you're like scared to share a drink.
And which you
Hell
probably
no.
think
No.
venom, snake venom, you think it's somewhere in the
snake
same.
It's like- yeah, it's like-
snake loogies. Disgusting.
Okay. Now I remember your text earlier. You said,
It got me with its snake loogies. Suck the spit out of my leg.
Who's Sally Hot Pants?
"Hi, Sally Hot Pants. Thanks for joining us."
Yeah, give us a like and
Fucking
follow.
dear. She follows us.
she does?
Fucking deer, man. Always getting in the way of my goddamn car. Delicious.
Yeah, we
Speaking
joined
of
a raid with her on Saturday, and then
You said
Ended
a
up-
raid or a rave?
raid,
A raid.
a Twitch raid. So we raided her. We didn't personally. I
Whoa,
was-
whoa, whoa, whoa,
part of the
whoa,
raid.
whoa.
You gotta be
Cool it
raved.
with that shit.
We shouldn't raid her.
I told him, you guys. I don't know what else. Now, Sally, are we supposed to believe that you're wearing hot pants as far as like short shorts? Or is like hot pants a nickname because you're hot?
Or are you just like a filthy liar?
Because I never understood why they called them hot pants. But like Daisy Dukes, those were hot pants,
Oh,
right?
really?
Those
I
are
don't know.
shorts.
Short shorts.
I don't know what hot pants are.
Hell yeah. It's up for interpretation.
Yeah. I watched her play Halo the other day. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so she's
Whoa.
hot. Hell yeah.
The silence was loud.
All right, Dustin, you sent a text to us earlier saying you had to get home. You're going to shower, shit, and shave in that order.
I did, and it was completely false. It was.
Hold on.
I just did the math.
But with your
Me too.
Shower.
with the other hygiene stuff you've talked about, I
know.
I did not know if that was false or not.
I know.
If you just said that
It
for
was
shock
false.
value.
No, because I had already typed it out in that order, and I didn't want to delete it. I knew somebody was going to say something about it, so I just put in that order.
I might as well own
I
it
was
before
like,
they
I
think they
might
got
as
me
well.
on it.
Yeah.
So what order did you actually do it all in?
Shaved, then I shit, then I showered. Yeah.
Is that your normal order?
No,
I feel like I
I've
don't.
been in a rush all day long.
I feel like I don't like shitting after I've like shaved or trimmed my beard or anything because then there's hair all over me.
Okay,
You want to
well,
go straight from shaving into the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you shave with shaving cream?
No,
Shave in the shower.
I haven't shaved fully in a long time.
We know.
It's been a while since I actually used a razor. But when I use a razor, I use the it's a Dollar Shave Club.
Yep.
Whatever.
You still get those?
No, not anymore.
Okay, I was about to say, why would you, who hasn't groomed your face in forever, are you just sitting on a stack of razors at the house? Or
I still
what?
have a few because I still like to shave down here
Yeah, I
and
get
my
the
cheeks
neck.
and stuff sometimes. I mean, I still haven't done that in a while. Like, do you remember my beard was like down to here? Mm-hmm. It looks so fucking terrible, and nobody told me.
I think we all
Yeah, we told you.
told you.
Like went back and watched one of our podcasts off the Twitch stream. Was like, oh, that's what I look like. And
Oh,
this, I
well.
mean, this isn't much better. Like this isn't much better at all. But at least this is somewhat more under control. Which now I feel like it's less under control than it was when it was longer.
You just got to keep the curls. It balances it out.
Now
No,
it
I
just
think it looks better.
pushes out this way.
It looks better than when it was longer.
You think so? I think it could be a little shorter.
Tell me if I should take this as a compliment or not. Sorry, I'm staring at the chat for no reason. So, and first of all, I trust you guys because since I got here, you said I was skinny,
You look
had
skinny.
long arms, white teeth, and look real gangster. So
Actually,
you guys,
you had
you
white-
said the white teeth on your own.
well, you put that picture up so that I could see
Yeah,
it.
white
which,
tooth. Yeah.
Fair.
actually all white except one, which is a grayish white. So you guys are obviously have your finger on the pulse of everything. I'm out doing a delivery, as I am wont to do. I'm at a Wingstop. This lady looks
Sounds so
back at
good.
me.
The best.
She's standing on her phone. I got my phone. Like we're both losers picking up a delivery.
Like you're
so-
not getting yourself food.
Right, yeah, we're in the same boat. So she looks at me, I smile at her. She looks back forward, and then she whips back and she points at me and she goes, "Chuck Norris." What? And I was like,
I can totally see it now.
"All right." And she goes, I saw Justin Timberlake just the other day, so I'm just out here celebrity spotting. And I was like, "I'll take it."
Chuck Norris, really?
But then I had just karate to dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what gave it away.
Yeah, that probably was part of it. I should have led with that. Then I Googled images of Chuck Norris. He never really had a heyday where he looked really awesome.
He was always just kind of old.
Like in Walker,
I
Texas
love-
Ranger.
Walker, Texas Ranger is
yeah, he
my
was
favorite
50 at that time.
Speaking of which, Walker Texas Ranger, I just found out today that Trevette, Trevette from Walker Texas Ranger? Y'all probably don't. He was his partner.
The black guy? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
He passed away yesterday.
All right.
He was only 66.
Rest in peace, Trevette.
Yeah. Anyways.
Take a moment.
STEVEGAMMILL.com.
That's where you can find all of Steve Gamble's
Material.
stuff. So he dropped a new single this week, right?
Oh yeah, I did drop the shit out of a new single this week.
When does your full album come out?
The 23rd of December. So we'll
Talking
have
about music?
No, comedy.
Okay, I got you.
But he does music too.
I'll fucking kill myself. I'll murder suicide this whole group.
That's the name of his album.
Steve Gamble, Murder Suicide. That'll be my last album.
Was.
So we did that one. We're gonna do one more. I think a week from this coming Friday, and then the 23rd. Will be
Have you been able to tell how it's done, like the numbers on it?
Did you get analytics?
No, analytics. That's what
I'm not that guy, man. I just create art and then I put
agree.
it out there for the world.
That's what we do.
And also, I don't know how to use technology.
Okay.
So
You need some technology people from left
yeah.
field.
But there's a that's why it's funny, because if you go, hey, we're having technical issues, you're like, okay, probably the fucking
Technologist.
fuel igniter went down. But if they say we got technology issues, you think they're all just like, I'm not smart enough to figure out if this is eczema or gout.
God bless. Hey, I go to the rheumatologist in January, so we'll see.
That's still so far away.
I know. Hasn't gotten any better, just so you know.
Wait, did you just bring up your own ailments?
No, he did.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't hear.
That's his
said-
doctor's catchphrase is, I don't know if I'm smart enough to figure this out.
He said, I don't know if this is eczema or gout. That's what he said.
Oh,
But it is psoriasis. In all seriousness,
hope.
it's a very serious
You hope?
thing.
Is that what you
Shouldn't
said?
joke.
Well, I hope it's diagnosed properly.
you just hope it's diagnosed so you
Yes,
don't have the
so
dust.
I know what's going on.
They don't name it
I
after
know
you.
it's inflamed. Yeah, I know.
We can cut it off.
Dude, it's getting that point.
Is your left hand? You'll be fine, right?
Both. Well, it's my
damn,
left
both.
pointer. But it's here lately. It's been that finger.
You
and
just
then
can't
my thumb.
bend them, or just
Yeah,
hurt.
it just, well, it hurts.
Have you
Yeah, I
thought
can't bend
about
it.
Because you know RL2 had the trigger finger for a while,
Well, these are trigger fingers.
where his would just fold in half and he couldn't do anything about it.
Didn't open it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like
yours
pry
are
it
just
open.
the archery trigger fingers, if I'm not mistaken.
Mine's a shaft finger.
Have you thought about just becoming addicted to painkillers?
I don't take medicine very often for it.
Yeah, you might for real like opiates, dude. They are a
Probably
lot of
would love
people like them.
Yeah, I know.
So something to think about.
So,
So you said you had to apply for a job.
oh yeah.
Yeah, thinking about Snoop Doggy Dogg getting a jobby job over here. So
Like what?
I'm thinking about getting a job in a bakery somewhere.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Sam's Club
That'd be
seems
awesome.
interested in me, but
God bless.
yeah.
Foot long hot dog, huh? No, wait, those are the fat round ones, short fat round ones. But that's not a bakery thing. That's the grill. Tell us more.
Yeah, I'd be like applying for a job, like, man, babe, I hope I get this job. She's like, yeah, you will. You're great. And then she sent me the Sam's Club thing.
She did?
Because, yeah, just because
Okay.
she was on Indeed and it like has a actually good starting salary.
Really?
So she sent it to me and I applied. And I was like, man, hope I don't get this job.
Which Sam's Club? Local? The one in Burleson, so you can swing by after the podcast?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. It's Costco.
It's. I can say that it is not the Burleson one.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. He's not going to be close to home.
I think that's far from home. That's like
Depends who's home,
Depends on who's
you know?
what home he's
talk
going
about your
to.
home.
No, it's far from my home.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's not what Dustin cares about.
no. Dale, what do you do? What's your job?
Yeah.
What time do you roll out of bed?
What time do I get out of bed?
What time do you roll out of bed?
It's different it's different. Like I have two different shifts, but I do like fraud. I'm a fraud analyst. So
That sounds important.
Sounds
yeah,
like you could track down a car.
you would think, right? You would think.
Or at least analyze what happened to it. I don't know if you could retrieve it.
Yeah, I basically close people's cards down and then listen to them cuss me out for it. So
So why do you have to close them down?
fraud.
So it's not their fault.
Oh, it's 1,000% almost always their fault, unless there's scammers.
Speaking of which, so my Wells Fargo card, it's the chip hadn't been working on it. So what do I need to do about
Call
it?
Wells Fargo, get a new card.
Oh, well, I already got a new
Come
one.
apply. You're
Brand new.
Okay, my
great.
Capital One card, my credit card is it won't get approved anymore when I try and buy stuff with it.
I'm gonna cut you off right there.
shit.
We are specifically debit cards in my department.
Okay, my debit card still works. I mean, not
yeah.
right now, but if I put money in there,
Most of the
But it
time,
might tomorrow. Depends how many deliveries you do.
most of the time, I just tell people call your credit union, call your bank, and then they're-
He's one of those guys.
Oh,
How often do you get yelled at?
oh, my first week was crazy. Like every day that I would get on the calls, I would get cussed out for the first 3 to 5 calls.
How
Swear.
often were their name Karen?
I love it when they're named Karen because when
Are
they're
they the nicest ones?
no, and like,
They don't. They just
live up-
lean into it.
They literally live up to their status, and it's amazing every time I talk to a Karen because I put so much emphasis on her name. I'm like, all right, Karen, you're gonna have to call your bank and get this sorted out. And she's like, they start going crazy.
No.
Okay.
But I'm confused. So the people that are calling in are not doing anything fraudulent.
No, he
Well,
says they
that's
are.
the thing. They are too. We get people that call that are like trying to get a card unblocked that isn't actually the card holder. So
Oh.
you know, you realize you're like, oh shit, I'm talking to a scammer. So you know, you got
Are they the ones that cuss you out?
the scammers? No, usually they just end the call and they try to call someone.
They're not
else.
very pushy.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
But the people that it's actually their card, you know, they get mad at us because they don't know their information to verify them, and most of the time they'll.
Oh yeah, how am I supposed to know my dog's maiden name?
Yeah, exactly. But it's
It's Ralph.
Oh,
yeah, it's stuff
Whiskey
like that.
Ralph.
Whiskey Ralph. Yeah,
Whiskey Ralph Sims.
that's right.
Now anybody can just fucking
Fuck.
use
I don't
this
get
Oh, my
exact
bad.
information.
But yeah,
So I guess I'm kind of confused when you say fraud when people get mad at you. I feel like you'd be calling them to
So-
let them know there's fraud on their account.
right. I mean, we're pretty much a call center. That's what I do. I just answer phones and then.
So you're not
copy-paste.
making calls.
that too. Copy paste most of the time, but we
Of
reach
mine?
out
Control C, Control V.
You're hired.
all day, every day.
He's like, you're hired.
You can do my job too.
Come on, just be there for 90 days. That's all I need. I need the reference check.
We'll talk after the show. So if my card stops working and then I call the company and be like, hey, I fucking got declined at this great, awesome establishment called Sam's Club.
That's how it goes. Always.
And you go, well, there seems to be fraudulent activity in your account. So we're keeping an eye on that for you. And we shut your card off so that people couldn't steal all your money.
Yep.
I would be like, thank you, Dale.
You would think. You would think.
You motherfucker! I tried to buy groceries today, and it.
Y'all are hitting it like the nail on the head.
Oh, man.
So it's
getting
really just
PTSD
people's
right now.
egos. They're at fucking wherever in their community and their shit gets declined and they look like a broke piece of shit.
Hey.
My shit gets declined all the time. They're like, sir, you know what? The card reader's been weird today. And I'm like, no, I probably just don't have money. Just give me a second. I'll check. Doesn't hurt my feelings, but
Yeah.
usually I'm just like, hey, I already drank it. What are you? Let's work something out.
How long have you had that job?
Not a long time. Under a year. I'm going on like 6 months. But I'm scared for my employment at the moment.
What happened?
Oh.
What did you do? Did you cuss at somebody?
No, never. Never.
So you're not allowed to cuss at anybody.
No.
People
I get a
aren't
lot of
using credit
praise.
cards?
I get
Debit cards.
yeah, I get a lot of praise up there. They they say I do a good job, but I've been noticing they kind of let people go really randomly. And the
Seems really weird for a call center.
yeah.
Seems like it would be high turnover.
They
but
do. They have
of
a
the
high
quitting
turnover rate.
variety.
Yeah, and they I just found out today before we started, the girl that got me hired there got fired today.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
Hold on.
oh shit, I'm next.
Was she your boss or just a
No
referral?
Referral. I worked at her with the past job. But
That's
I,
not too bad.
I thought she was good. I thought she was good at what
Oh,
she
that
did.
might be a problem then.
It's a big problem.
If you think she's doing good
Exactly.
and you're doing the same thing she's doing,
Ooh.
you probably got to hit that.
Send me
How
the
long
Sam's Club application?
Yeah. I'll send you the link.
Please.
can you bake? Can you bake a
I used to
fat
be
hot dog?
I used to be a baker. I used to work at a pretzel shop.
Oh, look, 2 bakers in the room.
What pretzel shop?
It's closed, but it was a franchise called Philly Pretzel Factory. I worked there. That was the longest job I've ever had, and that was in high school.
And which mall was it in?
That was at it was in Mansfield off of Broad Street. It wasn't at a mall.
How long do you have that job?
A year,
That's the longest you ever had a job?
the longest, and I'm 20. I've literally worked almost everywhere. I feel like I might as well just try to get my
That's not bad, man.
CDL.
Only 20.
Next job is getting my CDL.
Driving big trucks, huh?
No, not seriously. I'm gonna try to fly a plane. I'm trying to get my piloting license. I said when I turn 21, that's when I'm gonna, start taking life seriously.
I don't.
That's beautiful.
I said the same thing, and now I'm 41. I'm like, fuck it.
Damn, you're 41? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm old, man.
I know.
We're going to Vegas. So this year, Dale turns 21. I turn 42, so I'm double his age.
We're gonna go tear the city up though.
We're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas, baby.
Oh, you're not 21?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
gave him
didn't
a
know
beer.
that. No, I did not.
You're
going to
jail.
So, are y'all going to be pussies or are y'all going to find somebody that's 84?
Wait a minute. Time out.
Interesting.
Or I guess it doesn't have to double every time. It could be somebody that's 63.
Does that math work?
21 over.
Somebody want to call me on it?
Are we
No.
talking about double teaming right now?
Whoa.
I don't think so.
Okay.
God, what?
What happens
That
in
escalated
Vegas?
quickly.
Y'all are dumb.
God bless.
The job's great. I get paid to do a lot of nothing.
So you've been there 6 months. You think you're going to last 6 more months?
If I last 6 more months, that'd be amazing.
Do you want to last 6 more months?
Of course. This is like probably the first job I've actually enjoyed doing. 'Cause-
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a
He
couple.
likes being chewed out every day.
I mean,
Have
hey,
you met his dad?
I was born
Oh,
for it,
yeah.
literally.
That's
Well,
true.
I was about to say, I was born for this. You know,
Yeah, where's she
I
at in
just
the
got
chat?
Brooklyn hired too, so you know she's gonna do great
Oh,
things there
shit.
too.
You just need her to make it 90 days.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, you know.
I
How's
just
she
need to
doing
be
at the
there-
job?
Hey, I need to be there for 90 more days so I can get the
So
check.
she just got the job. She's taking time off to go to New York.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I guess.
make it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I got a little bit of a booster of like rep in the company because I, hired or got Brooklyn hired.
yeah, so the last chick that hired you.
Yeah, so I'm gone before her. That's noted.
Yeah, you hired Brooke. They fired the girl who got you. So when Brooke finds someone to get a job,
Yep.
you gone.
Fuck.
Yep.
Damn.
So, yeah.
So what'd you do before that?
What did I?
Oh
do?
no, let's stick with this job. What was the longest conversation you had with somebody just cussing at you the whole time,
Oh my God.
or
So
arguing with you the whole time?
I had a 50-minute phone call.
Ooh.
Our phone calls are supposed to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds
What?
on average.
What?
Get in, get out.
Can you get any information on that?
100%.
What can you do in 50
That's what I'm-
minutes?
What can you do in 2 minutes?
Okay.
The same amount.
Literally,
Yes.
a lot of the job is just letting somebody completely psychopathic talk. I've had somebody call and act like it was the suicide hotline, say that, hey,
You don't turn my card on, I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm about to end it all right now. It was my first day shadowing, training on how to.
Thank God you're shadowing.
Yeah, and I
I
heard,
wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, I'd be like, that kind of clears your debt. So yeah, whatever you got to do, man.
God bless.
That's to the extreme.
yeah, he was on the phone. He's like, I'm about to kill myself. And I'm like, wow.
And what did that person do? Oh wait, they're no longer there.
I mean, there's no telling. But
I meant the person he was on the other line with. What was your employee? Your
oh,
trainer do?
honestly, we kind of just mute the phone and let them talk, and we're like,
Whoa.
Do you think that that's what they do for the suicide hotlines? Like,
Negative.
no,
I would hope not.
I mean,
For real.
statistically, if you're telling people you're going to kill yourself,
you're not.
you're not killing you.
Yeah.
No.
I say I'm going to kill myself every fucking day, and I'm still here. So
Oh, I forgot to bring the hot beef jerky for you.
What does that have to do with killing himself?
you guys haven't tried it on the air, have you?
No.
Hell no. I'm not. I already said I'm not.
Yeah, he's not trying it.
I put the
We'll
foot
turn
down.
the mics on and see if he changes his tune.
yeah, 50 minutes. That was horrible.
Fuck. But you're
And-
getting paid by the hour. You're
Hey,
like, fuck.
I mean-
I would have had to take.
So-
fucking,
Y'all, your goal is 2.5 minutes.
Right. I mean,
Is
but
it frowned upon when you last 50 minutes? And like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
no.
Get your shit. What? So what was the final result of that one?
I never had it brought up to me. Oh, actually,
Like
no.
for them, for that guy, whoever was on the phone.
So that call was 50 minutes. I get off at 11 o'clock. I was ready to end that call 45 minutes ago, but I'm like, listen, it is 11 o'clock. I'm about to clock out. Wrap this up. But whole time he's at a restaurant
What?
with his girlfriend,
Oh,
and they're eating and they're done eating.
can't pay the bill.
Can't pay the bill. And I'm like, sir, you don't know your verification information. You have nothing to give me. Like, I can't do anything. He's like, I'll FaceTime you right now. What's your phone number? I'll show you my ID. I'll show you it's
Whoa.
me.
And
And
show you something.
he was trying. He was trying so long. And he hung up. I talked to him 3 times that night. And the 2 phone calls before that were 20 minutes. So that's already almost 2 hours of work of me with one person.
Yeah.
And he's sitting at that restaurant.
So
taking
what,
that table.
what information do you need from them?
Mother's maiden name,
I told you, docs.
last 4 of your social, date of birth.
I feel like those are all pretty easy.
He didn't know his
100%, but they don't know what they put it as because you can ask the mother's maiden name or password, and it'll be, you know,
How many
and-
tries did they get?
until I get sick of hearing them talk.
Oh.
Because after about
You ever hung up on anyone?
That would fucking suck. As a bartender, I've had people that their shit got declined because they didn't have money.
It
and
sucks.
they'll call and be like, where's your office located? I'll fucking blah. They get like tough on the phone. It's like, you're not gonna be less broke after yelling at this guy. But if you haven't done anything wrong and your car just gets shut off and you
Yeah.
can't fucking leave the restaurant,
see that's the bad part about it is like a lot of times it's not their fault. Like somebody will compromise. Like, you know, they have card readers. You put it into a
Yeah,
at a gas
little fake
station.
one.
7-Eleven, don't go to 7-Eleven. Don't use the ATM.
my shit happened at a racetrack.
Yeah, don't
one
use the
on
ATMs
35
at
in
gas
Barrie.
stations. Those are getting they'll get
Oh,
you.
the ATM.
Write that down.
ATM.
Don't
My shit
use
was
an
at the
ATM
pump.
at a gas station. Oh wait,
I
common
say
sense. Yeah, got it.
honestly, don't swipe your card at all in 7-Eleven because
Okay.
the workers are the ones that are really putting the scanners in there. But
Yeah, I've seen TikToks where somebody will pull it off. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, man. And
Yeah.
he takes it with like, you can't take that. It's mine. It's like,
yeah. And they asked for it back. It's like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not giving that shit back to you.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be them. They're like, hey, I just won a sweepstakes, so I entered my card information. It said it was free. So why are you entering your card if it's free? It's so, and when I repeat it to them, they still don't comprehend what I'm saying. And I'm like, just try a little bit harder, you know, but
You thought a porn site was a sweepstakes?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Cause it comes up as dating and escort services. So I'm asking them like, hey, did you spend $40 at a dating and escort service? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, well, what did you put your card information in? And they're like, oh, I want a generator. And it said I had to pay $2 for shipping. And I'm like, okay.
they were trying to find some titties. We get it.
Anytime I see somebody buying OnlyFans, I go over every single OnlyFans transaction. It's like the highlight of my day. If I see somebody buying porn, I'm like, let's go ahead and make this call as awkward as possible. So
Just run down the list so they know.
100%. Yeah. Man, the craziest one I had, there's a dude spending like $100 multiple times on OnlyFans. I'm like, dude, what are you buying? Like, what are you buying?
Like, I think,
Some feet pics.
is that what it is?
No way. $100 for feet? There's no way.
He likes feet.
think that-
pics.
Weirdos out there.
Yeah.
I think there are people out there.
My girlfriend used to work at like a sports bar, Bombshells. Y'all familiar with that?
Uh-huh.
It's by Six Flags.
The
So,
restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a sports bar. You know, they dress with their titties out.
Yeah.
You know, ass showing. So she used to work there, and it's such an easy way for like women to make money at jobs like that. She would come home, crazy amount of money in a day.
Yeah.
$1,000 a night after working like 5-6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll have, it's just complete creeps. I'm not gonna lie, men are sick.
Yeah, we're the worst.
100%. They come up to her. It's this dad and his son. The dad walks up to her. He's like, "Hey, you're so pretty." You know, they just start talking, and he's like, "Hey, can I see your feet? I'll give you $50." And she's like,
At the restaurant.
on the clock at the restaurant."
So she's like, yeah, let me
He's
take
like,
my
"Hey,
shoes
I
off.
She's
promised
bringing
my
somebody
son I
back,
would."
you know, their Pepsi and fried pickles.
Like
They're
she's
like,
carrying
hey,
some wings, untying her shoe.
hey, let me see your feet. She's like, "Excuse me?" She's like, $50. She's like, "No way."
Make it 200.
100%. She said, "Give me 250." He said, unzip your boot." She said, "I'll walk you over to the ATM." Pulls out the cash. She unzips her boot. "Oh my God, you have the prettiest feet I've ever seen." While his son is in the booth, hands in his face, like, what the fuck is going on?
How old was the kid? Underage or grown up age?
I'd say probably legal.
Okay.
Legal.
That's worse to me.
I feel like it's not worse because if you were to bring your kid into that, then he's gonna be thinking like, "Hey, I could just ask anybody for feet to see their feet for money."
I think if you had a small child, you could play it off as a joke. Like that was funny.
That's-
But when you have like an 18-year-old kid or a 21-year-old kid that knows what's going on, it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like if I was anywhere with my dad and he did that shit, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I get irritated when he shakes his glass. Miss Smith's trying to get more tea. Let alone him doing some shit like that.
Right.
Miss.
Can I see those?
Let me
feet?
see your feet.
Can I please see them toes?
Yeah. So you're saying your girlfriend needs to start selling feet pictures?
Hey, I'm about to
I
start
brought it up
catfishing.
several times.
You heard of like the catfishing agenda? You go on a dating site, just
Yeah.
pick a girl to take her pictures. Man, you can get away with a bunch of cash.
Shit, what is that dumb show? The Circle?
Oh yeah, The Circle,
Your favorite show?
I love it.
the dumb show, but it's
I absolutely. I love a lot of dumb shows, and that's one of them. Have you watched the most recent season?
I haven't watched any of the seasons.
that's like where they're
feel
in
like
like a
you're lying to me.
hotel, and it's like a bunch of people on social media, and they can choose whether they're going to be honest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can be real or fake. And in one of the seasons, 2 of the Spice Girls are there,
Huh.
acting like they're somebody else. It's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit about that show.
And they talk to the circle, and that's how they communicate. So they can't see each other. They can't talk to each other in person. They can only go through voice to text over this social media network. So you hear everything they're saying. They say it out loud, but everybody else can only read it.
Huh.
Then they have like little parties here and there where they still can't see each other. It's very weird, but very entertaining. There's the big old gay guy on the last season that instead of just saying, "Hey, Circle," he calls her the Circle Bitch. And I found that very entertaining. Circle Bitch. What you got?
Oh, nothing.
Dustin,
Why do you hate Dallas, buddy?
Mikey Unlikely wants to know, why do you hate Dallas?
It's not my town. I don't
It's
like
not
it.
Burleson.
No, not necessarily. I mean, traffic's ridiculous. You can't get down anywhere. It's just too much.
Lots of city folk too. I've noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Fort Worth's not that way.
Lots of city folk in Dallas.
You haven't noticed?
I guess I don't go enough to pay attention.
Yeah, they're there.
I don't like driving to Dallas, but once I'm actually there, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Last time we went was for Rogan.
yeah, once you're actually
Y'all went to
there,
Rogan? Y'all watch him? What do you do? Stand up?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Damn, that would have been fun.
Oh yeah.
Was it any good?
Oh yeah.
They saw him in
He's pretty
Fort
good.
Worth and then in Dallas.
some twice.
Oh, really?
later.
Was it the
What?
same?
2
Was it the
months later?
same like script?
Pretty much.
A little bit different, but for the most part, yeah.
Right.
You could tell he was doing things differently, like in different orders to see how it landed. And I think his Dickie show was much better.
Yeah, it's 420.
Yeah, we went to the Dickie show on 420.
Yeah, that's
Joe
his day.
Rogan, and he had 3 openers that day, and everyone seemed like they were just baked out of their mind. It was so fucking
Really?
awesome. I got upgraded to row 10 on the floor.
Here we go, bragging again.
It was so fucking awesome.
God damn it.
We're actually kind of lucky with stuff like that, right?
We are.
I mean,
we really
just
are.
getting seats, and I mean, we went to the fair. We were about to pay for tickets, and people are like, "Hey, do y'all have tickets?" And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Here, give us a stack." Just got in for free, you know.
Oh yeah. You went to the Cowboys game with me. That my dad got those tickets.
Yeah, exactly that too. I mean, that was crazy. Row 8.
Yeah.
I got that flash pass for that one ride.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
we're all doing pretty good.
ballin'.
I won $300 at Choctaw this weekend.
Hell yeah. Off what?
Slots.
Oh, ain't no way I'm playing slots.
Yeah.
No way. I'll lose money on purpose at blackjack.
So how long were you on the slots?
Not that long.
That's why you ain't got
So-
300.
Yeah, not that long.
Well, you're smart. I mean, you know.
So we went there because we got rained out, and it's only like a 40-minute drive.
You got rained out from what?
Just going to the ranch,
Oh, okay.
being outside,
Yeah.
and went there because we had 3 kids or whatever. And there's
You have kids?
bowling, not me, but the group had a collective.
And they were all
retreat.
staying at the ranch?
We're staying at Poppy's house, but yeah, we were out at the ranch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so everybody's not, y'all aren't staying at the
No,
ranch
no,
yet.
no, no.
Gotcha.
No, I can't do that.
You don't like sleep in the back of the truck?
I'm not like Trey. I'm not that outdoorsy. I need my shower, my porcelain.
I thought you had made a toilet for the ranch.
I did make that toilet.
Did you take it out there?
I did.
Did you use it?
I did not.
Did anybody?
The girls did. Just
Pee?
pee, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't dig the hole yet.
Did
for
you
it.
see what this was?
Oh, it's pretty glorious.
Well, describe it to Steve so he can get the idea of it. Like, walk us through the process
So-
of you building it. Like, how did you first come up with the
reason-
idea?
I came up with the idea with like the handicap, like the little handicap toilets that
Have the
you shit in a
bars.
bucket.
Yeah, for
Oh,
the
yeah,
trans-
yeah. No,
for
like just-
transgenders.
For just like older
God
people
damn.
who can't make it to the bathroom, who need to shit in a bucket right there next to their chair or whatever. It's got the little handles on it. It's just a toilet, basically a toilet seat
In a wheelchair.
on a no, it's not a wheelchair, but it's just like 4 legs supporting a toilet seat with handles on it. Right.
Okay.
I don't need the handles, but that was the idea, to make a toilet seat that's similar to that, so I can dig a hole and you can shit out there on the ranch. Or
Make an
for the girls.
outhouse.
With
Yeah,
no
but it-
out.
with
no
no-
house.
with no house.
It's just an out.
It's just an
So
out.
far, you're a good person, though. You'll put walls around it.
I got 3 cattle panels, and I'm going to put tarps on it, yeah, so that we can move it and mobile
Okay,
it.
well, then don't look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
No, but it's
It's a work in progress outhouse.
you're right. But anyway, so I just got the stand for it, and I built it out of 2 bys.
So
Put the toilet seat on it, And then I was like, well, shit. Then I put a little piece of PVC up to hold the toilet paper. And then, you can't leave it out all the time because the elements. So put an ammo can to hold up at least 3 toilet papers, 3 rolls. And then put a cup holder because Lena requested a cup holder.
You're a good man.
What did you make the cup holder out of?
I had an extra, like a Milwaukee box that came out of one of those pack outs. It was just a square little box. Just screwed it down. Somebody, I don't know who, had to have been a female though because I didn't use it.
Took a shit in there.
No, they left the lid off the ammo can and ruined 3 fucking rolls of toilet
God
paper.
damn it! And you,
Son of a bitch.
But they're drying out. I'm thinking they're salvageable. They're drying out. All
I will
right?
give you 3 rolls of toilet paper, man. You don't need.
I wanna
You don't need to
know-
put that weathered shit on your ass. You don't even clean it right
What's
in the
wrong
first
with
place.
Yeah. Shower.
I'm
or
not
shit
going to use
in
this for the
shower.
females.
Toilet
Hey, it
paper.
might be just a natural wet wipe at this point. I mean,
Toilet
it might
pa-
not ever dry out.
Toilet paper is made to start dissolving once it gets wet.
Okay. Once it dries, though, you never use a dry roll of toilet paper after it's
No.
been wet.
Have you?
I've seen it. I haven't used it.
Oh, okay.
That's not the same. All right, let's get a roll of toilet paper.
No, I already have one. And we're going back this weekend. I'll send you a video.
Oh, you just
I
left
gotta
it there?
follow you around.
I left it on the chair so that it could aerate and dry
What if it
out.
rains again?
It should,
Ain't gonna get
it's
no
not in the
worse.
forecast. Yeah, exactly. Ain't gonna get no
Don't tell the
worse.
weather expert what if it rains.
My bad. I forgot.
We know it's not gonna rain.
He's weather central over there.
I gotta follow Dusty around and find out what your big expenditure luxury splurge is.
What do you mean?
Because it's the second time you've gone to great lengths to talk about how you don't want to waste 2-ply toilet paper.
This might be
so do you remember
this
what-
is Sam's special.
Hold
all right?
on. Do you remember when here we were talking about how you wiped your ass? He pulled it out and showed us, and then he took the toilet
put
paper
it
and put it back on
yeah.
the roll.
It wasn't a roll of toilet
Were y'all
paper.
not
it
here
was
when
like
we had a
4
toilet paper
squares.
crisis? My God.
I never ran out of toilet paper.
Well, neither did I, but I don't want to.
Are you
My
worried?
mom already told me and this has been the past 3 Christmases, all right? This was before the pandemic.
You're getting toilet paper for
She
Christmas?
gave me a big ass Sam's toilet paper thing for Christmas. Kind of as a joke.
Kind of a nice gift,
It's
though.
a good gift, though, because it's shit's expensive.
If it's a good toilet paper, that's a good gift.
It is. And so now, since the pandemic and everything, she's like, well, you can already tell I've already got them here. And I was like, hell yeah, I can't wait. I'm almost out. Good thing it's the end of the month.
Well, I told you, my mom and dad put their pandemic toilet paper in storage, in their storage unit after when they moved out of their house. Did you know that?
No.
They still haven't bought toilet paper in 2 years.
No, they buy toilet paper. That's their pandemic toilet paper. They were buying what was
Emergencies
available.
Only.
Oh.
And instead
So
of
they
like
were-
using it
they were the problem.
and going through it, oh yeah, I had nothing to worry about because I had toilet paper right down the street.
Oh, I know. Me neither. We had 2 spots to hit.
We did,
Oh,
we did.
man.
So, what if somebody asked you what you wanted for Christmas, Dell? What would you say you wanted?
That's such a hard question
I hate that
to
question.
answer now. As a kid, that's so easy. But like now, I don't know. Probably like,
Money,
yeah, money. would
Gift
be cool.
cards?
Money, drugs, gummies,
drugs.
gummies.
Yeah, I know what I'm getting you.
Depends on how generous you're feeling. Honestly, that's a hard question. I couldn't answer that. I wouldn't know. Maybe like bike gear. I don't know. That shit's expensive.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I got a helmet,
That's it. You have gloves.
Whoa.
work gloves.
Need to get some protection.
What else does he
sure.
need?
I mean, I got
all
Hey, I
of
got
y'all
some-
have owned
I got
motorcycles.
some
I've never owned a
assless
motorcycle.
chaps in there that'll probably fit you.
I got
Aren't all
some
chaps
gear.
assless? Do they make chaps that cover your ass? Aren't those just pants?
Yeah, those just go. You talking about like chaps?
Yeah.
You're just talking about chaps.
Leather wrap.
Like that's on the front, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Aren't all tires run flat if they don't completely explode?
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of the same.
I mean, that's a valid point.
I mean, if you go slow enough,
Yeah, there you go.
First time chatter Clunk 2 says no.
who's Clunk 2?
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
I tried to figure out what
What's up, Clunk?
that was.
Make sure you give us a follow
He might be mad
Reference
at
and a
us.
subscribe. This is
Just-
first
No, he
time
looks like
chatter.
he's quoting somebody. Oh,
He says in quotations no.
Yeah, no. Is that a cat? Is those cat eyes? or-
Oh, maybe that was the guy you were on the phone with for 50 minutes.
Ooh.
He's like,
Probably.
no, motherfucker.
Nah, that's-
That dude,
That was 12 minutes ago when he commented that. So
that phone call was like a workout. By the end of it, I was sweating.
What was the final result of it?
They probably were washing
he
dishes.
literally knew the answer. It was his last name, but he couldn't put it together. And we can't give hints. And I was just like, oh my God. Use your brain, please.
can't give hints. And this guy over here sitting there looking at the computer knows this guy's last name is Smith. And yet he knows the password Smith, but this guy forgot about it. Who's the asshole here? I'm just trying to figure this out.
You know what the fucked up part about that call was? By the third call, and as the time that I'm getting off of the phone, he's like, "Oh my God, thank you. I'm gonna call your boss." His girlfriend's in the back. We're gonna call. They're drunk as hell. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna call. We're gonna tell him like
Yeah, he's so drunk he forgot his last name.
exactly. And we're like, we're gonna say that you did such a good job and you helped us. I didn't get one fucking email about that call.
Nah. No. That's never going to happen.
I was like, man.
Yeah, they kept. I mean, they weren't not drinking the 2 hours you were on the phone with them.
Oh, they
They
were
were just
chugging
racking
shit
that bill
down.
up.
Like, yeah, the card ain't going through anyways. Let's get some
Yeah.
more drinks over here.
I ain't
Yeah.
serving you another drink after your
We
card.
actually
got-
decided we're not leaving yet. Just keep them coming.
So
No, that's a no, Steve-O?
I mean,
I mean,
if they're dumb enough to serve them to you, you drink them up.
yeah, when your card gets declined, you probably stop getting service. You can't give the whole, well, we're trying to stay a little longer while we figure this whole financial thing out.
I would just be
Give me more drinks.
Leave the
just
bottle.
go up to the bar.
Just help them
At that
close.
point.
Grab a broom.
So, shit, I had a question, but I forgot it. God damn it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
My bad, guys.
Y'all ever have a puffy taco?
Oh,
Puffy taco.
A puffy taco.
yes, from Joe T's.
Do they have them there?
I think so. They kind of look puffy.
Depends what kind of puffy.
I don't know.
taco
Yeah,
we're talking
explain
about.
this puffy taco to me.
I've had a couple puffy tacos.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, but
Like when you really beat it up and it's.
yeah.
Ooh.
When it's already beaten up.
Oh, that's when Ricky comes in. I like it. Holy shit.
Was that a six-pack thing or what?
It was a San Antonio thing.
Okay.
So apparently, I don't know. I didn't know Joe T's had it, but I think maybe they originated there
Is it like an Indian taco?
with like the naan bread or
And
something.
it just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
tortillas,
It's
like a sopapilla kind of,
no. Oh,
but
maybe.
harder.
Yeah, it's like a fried masa as the shell or whatever.
Yes.
But they're pretty dope.
Did you get a?
That's all we have to say about it.
Did you get a funnel cake at Six Flags?
Man, I paid $18.50 for a turkey leg,
What?
and
the
then I did not
fuck?
purchase anything else from that.
What in the hell?
Yeah,
That's
we-
an
Was it
Indian
the-
taco.
nah, that's Taco Bell, homeboy.
Was it
The
the?
Mexican pizza you're showing me.
Was it the best turkey leg you've ever had in your life?
No, it's I was like, as I was like trying to eat it, I was like, I think this has happened in the last couple turkey legs I've got where I go, you know what?
This is not.
I'm
worth
not 8 years old anymore. I don't think I fucking like turkey legs.
it. Honestly.
And the fact that I paid $20 makes this one taste.
You know what? The last one I had was at the San Antonio Rodeo last year when we went down there. Got a turkey leg down there.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. I'm honestly the same way. I'm like, man, this
You
is
take
dry
3
as
bites
shit.
and you realize like I'm not.
Yeah.
And there's all these tendons and shit. You're like,
Yes.
I can't really get after it the way
Yeah.
I want.
Well,
you
you
think
know-
it's this big, you're just gonna bite into a bunch of big pieces
But
of
when
meat.
we were kids, they weren't as roided up either, so they were actual turkey legs.
I tend to agree that maybe they themselves have actually changed, but I know that I have.
Well, that's it.
And
What are you doing there?
I've been doing this the whole time. You haven't
Okay.
noticed it?
I guess not.
I wonder if the listeners like it.
Let me change this camera angle real quick.
So you can go to San Antonio.
Get a
You
puffy
can go to
taco.
Ray's Drive-In, famous for their
Ray's.
puffy tacos. But if you don't know where you want to eat and you've got Google at your fingertips, you can find out that Ray's brother split off from the family puffy taco business
Okay.
and made his own puffy taco restaurant. Yeah, Henry's Puffy Tacos.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Benito's and Ernesto's in Fort Worth.
Maybe. Is that more interesting?
I don't think it's more interesting, but I know they're
Damn it.
brothers.
Well, we made like this whole. I mentioned we were getting high, right?
So did you eat
Yeah.
both of the
So we decided Ray was probably a fucking tyrant, right? And the other guy just kind of went and did his own thing. The reason that the tipping point was for us is that the third brother went and worked for Henry.
Okay.
So we're like, if two brothers are distancing themselves both from Ray, he was probably a piece of shit.
Gotta
They
have
said-
Henry's taco.
They said, hey, we helped fucking invent
Not
the puffy
Ray's.
taco. And you're taking all the credit. We're going to go across town. We're going to open our own puffy taco place where they treat people right. So we went, we had Henry's. It was good. Then we went to this little dive bar. And they've like, where have you been so far? And we were like, well, we went to
Ray and Henry.
Henry.
we went to Henry's Puffy
Not
Tacos.
Ray's.
And they
Fuck
went,
Ray.
that traitor piece of shit. You went there?
Really?
It's Ray's Tacos that are the good ones.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we told
So
them we
the
were going to
locals
try.
are pissed.
Yeah.
They got
So
industry beef. With
Oh, so it's like a hot dog taco.
bro, do you have a different Google? That's more Taco Bell. That's a cheesy gordita crunch, bro.
That's what came up. I'm not a good Google bitch. Hey, Google bitch in the chat.
Now put a picture up there.
Hey, Sally's gonna go as quick as she came if we start ordering her to Google shit.
My tray says the real puffy taco place closed down. It was on the traffic circle.
Which one?
Wait,
The real one.
Which traffic circle?
the real puffy taco. It was called puffy taco.
It's called Puffy Tacos.
the
man.
Benbrook traffic circle?
I think. Is there a traffic circle in Benbrook
It's the traffic circle, yeah.
where you rode the hog that says you had the name written on it? The hog.
No, that's not true.
You wrote the hog on it.
No.
Did you ever have a scare that you're going to wreck your hog?
Yeah.
Did you ever wreck it?
I laid one of my bikes down one time,
Real hog like.
yeah, just kind of softly. It was like raining outside.
Roll around the mud a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Now I've ridden an actual hog,
It's the hog thing to do.
and I laid down with it.
Okay.
Wait, what's
When
going
was
on?
that?
Hold on. Damn, that sucks. That's the one day that I dread. I don't want to drop that bike.
Ooh.
It's been dropped. I wasn't even the one that dropped it. You want to know what happened?
Yeah. Did you, like, since you owned it?
Yeah, since I owned it, it's been dropped.
So for the 2 months you've had it, it's been dropped.
And you know what the worst part about it is? I wasn't the one that dropped it. So every time that I go out there, I just see it's scratched as fuck.
Well, don't let your dumbass friends ride your fucking.
I broke rule number 1. I let somebody ride it.
Yeah, you don't
They
let
gassed
people
me.
ride
They're
it.
like, "Yeah, I swear to God, I'm not gonna drive it. Swear to God." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and once you break that rule one
it's
time,
a-
you can't go, no, I don't let anybody ride it. Then
No,
like, oh, you let
I learned my
dipshit drive
lesson.
it. He wrecked it. I won't
Yeah, let's
do
hear,
that.
Hell
let's hear
no.
the story of what happened.
So
Who was it? I'll edit it out.
I don't want to name any specific names.
I'll edit it out. We have 12 viewers right now.
And they want to fucking know.
Okay. It was actually a previous podcast guest, if you can imagine that. If you can imagine that.
He
So
would
it's Ruben.
fucking.
Yes, it was Ruben. Ruben Rodriguez. We're gonna go the full government.
Is he funny?
I broke rule number 1, and he was asking. He was like, "When you," because I was talking about it for a while. I was like, "I'm gonna get a bike. I'm gonna get a bike. I'm gonna get a bike." And he's like, "Yeah, when you get it, let me ride." I'm like, "Bet, I'll let you ride it, and you can just go around and bring it back safely." So I'm teaching him, and he stalls it 3 times. And in my head, I'm like, "Wait, you said you kind of knew how to ride."
Yeah,
He
that's a
rode
red
number-
flag.
100%. And me trying to be Mr. Teacher, how to teach your friend how to ride a bike, I'm like, "No, you gotta, ease out on the clutch, blah, blah, blah." And he gets out of the driveway and he's on the street. He goes into, the cul-de-sac in our neighborhood,
Oh, no.
makes a U-turn. Everything's good. I have a video, not of him dropping it. I really haven't told my parents because, Mr. Dale Fultz Sr. would probably have an aneurysm. But he spun it around, and then he got to the stop sign to go to the road. And I realized, I'm like, oh shit, he doesn't really know how to stop, because I could see he's slamming the brake down, but it's pulling it because you got to pull the clutch in to stop.
Yeah.
So I'm screaming. I'm like, "Ruben, pull the clutch." And so he's like, I could see him wobbling, it's looking tight. So he goes on the road, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I swear it felt like 5 minutes, and he literally only went around the roundabout, and it was like 5 minutes. So I go inside, I get Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's friend is over, and I'm like, I think Ruben is about to fuck up. And I'm like, I don't think he knows how to stop. And Brooklyn's like, why would you not teach him how to stop? Why would you let him ride the bike? And so I hear him coming back.
So now it's your fault in Brooklyn's mind.
100%. It's 50-50. And so I'm like, all right, come outside. So he's coming down the street, coming back from the roundabout, and I see him. There's a stack of cars behind him, 7 cars deep. He's going like 5 miles an hour.
Just circling the roundabout.
No, he's on the street, and it's 600cc bike going 10 miles an hour on the road with 7 cars piled up behind him. Cars are on his ass. And I'm like, oh, fuck. He pulls in, and everything's looking good. Nine and Pop just parked the van. So, it's so much going on. Brooklyn Miracle coming outside. I'm out there in the driveway, giving the lights, like, come on, you're clear.
Bring the
Got him,
pillows.
man.
Literally. So he comes in there, and Brooklyn and Miracle are hyping him up. They're like, oh yeah, Ruben, driving the bike. He pulls in the driveway, and he's looking, talking, and he's like, oh. He hits the brick in the flower bed, jumps out, and I swear, damn near hit Brooklyn pulling into the driveway, almost clipped the house, smacked it into the wall. And so I'm sitting here, and I just sink the inside of my stomach. I'm like, oh my God, no way. And so he misses Brooklyn, misses the house, but jumps over the flower bed. And then he's like, fuck the bike. Throws it, drops it.
He's
Well,
just done with it.
he fell, and I'm like,
He probably did
oh.
less damage by jumping off of it.
Yeah, I mean, here's my mindset. So he dropped the bike in the driveway. Our driveway is like what? Maybe 6 feet across. And I'm like,
You had grass on the other side.
Anywhere else you could
literally.
down.
And I'm like, the way that he's headed is towards the back of my mom's car. And I'm like, don't hit the fucking don't hit the car. You miss the house, just miss the cars. Cause
That's a whole nother explanation you got to make.
exactly. Because we can keep it a secret if you fuck my stuff up. But once it's anybody else's stuff, everybody's gonna know. So he drops the bike. I'm like, shit.
As he's telling everybody on the podcast.
And I'm sick.
Not very secret like.
The Sims and Leon podcast, where you can say something and it will still be a secret.
.com.
Man, he drops it, and I'm just standing there like, fuck. But as he's like dropping, I'm screaming at him how to stop. Like, I'm screaming, pull the clutch, pull the clutch, pull the clutch. Brooklyn's screaming, pull the clutch, pull the fucking clutch, please. We're
Listen,
begging.
I don't want to be on Brooklyn's side, but you don't let somebody learn how to drive a certain type of vehicle on a high performance version of that.
Vehicle.
You know what I mean?
See,
That's
not
valid.
that's
need to be a-
100% valid. I'm
need to
at
be a-
fault, and I'm willing to accept
Need
that.
to be a classic hog.
Everybody says you should remember the hog.
Please remember the
So,
hog, Steve-O.
was the hog a mini bike and not an actual motorcycle? That's the only thing that I could think of.
How many hogs have you had?
Did you have a mini bike with the hog written on it?
I don't remember that, but that sounds like something stupid I would do. Yeah, it has to be that.
We got Mikey and Montre wanting you to remember the hog.
He said it was powered by a Craftsman Weeder motor. It had to have been a.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a little lawnmower engine mini bike. I don't remember it writing anything on it.
See, even Mikey said he had a mini bike with a hog written on it.
Everybody remembers but you.
Yeah, I
Damn.
suck. I did have a Honda Rebel though one time, and it was my only mode of transportation. And then this guy Ryan said that he was going to trade me his Pontiac Grand Am straight up for my motorcycle. His was a full car, but was a shit box, and I was tired of fucking driving this bike around everywhere I went. So I said, "Hey, let me drive the car. You ride the bike around. We'll both say
Come to a decision.
yeah, if it's worth the trade to us or whatever." So I drove his car around, no real problems. I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be better for me." He drove the bike around and came back and he goes, "Hey man, it drives okay, but that fucking left brake doesn't do shit, man."
Come on now.
And I was like, "You said you've ridden bikes before, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, dirt bikes or whatever," which I don't know anything about. But I was like,
that's exactly what I heard, and I was like, you know what? drive it.
But maybe on a dirt bike, you just slam it into gear without using a clutch. I was like, hey, now that who knows
So
what
how'd that turn out?
If
I
you-
gave him traded it with him.
Traded?
I'm like,
Well,
you've been
at that point,
riding
you
it.
had to.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What year Grand Am was that?
86, I think.
I had an 88.
Yeah. I mean, I drove it for another fucking handful of months after that before it was fucking totaled, before it was a fucking paperweight. But
What was your first car ever?
I had an Isuzu Trooper,
It was like a
like a big creaky ass fucking fully square SUV running on 3 cylinders.
But not like a Jeep style thing.
Yeah, it was like a Jeep style. There's a big fucking deep clutch.
Well, I meant like
fucking-
to have the top that came off.
No, nothing cool. No, you're thinking of something that you would like.
What car am I thinking of that's like a Jeep but
I
not?
gotta look
But
up
like a
those
smaller
Trooper.
version. What'd you say? I can't say the word. Isuzu?
Suzuki Samurai is like a little
what word am I
Geo
thinking of?
Tracker.
That's
Or
what I'm
like the
thinking of.
tiny little. No, this was like
Suzuki.
huge and like made of steel, but fucking the kind of car where you can just like floor it the whole time. Yeah. Imagine that after.
color?
That's not bad.
Yeah, the real boxy looking one. Yeah.
Show our listeners
Oh, that's not bad.
or our viewers.
Yeah, it was like
oh no, you can
maroon.
get busy with that.
Yeah, just imagine that in like its worst version. That lasted me months as well.
Yeah, open one up so they can actually.
I got it.
So my first car was a 1986 Chevy Nova. Sounds kind of badass, right?
Kind of.
Okay, guys, look up 1986 Chevy Nova. Because Nova, like, they're old muscle cars. But the 1986 version was not an old muscle car. That's like when they transferred, it was like, let's be cool and badass let's be a 4-door
Yeah.
piece of shit car.
There's room for activities.
There's room for activities for sure. Stick shift. I missed driving a stick
This
shift
guy?
sometime. Yep.
That
Except
guy right
mine
there.
mine was blue.
It's like the what's that one guy? The Ted Bundy car, or is it Ted Bundy? Or
Yeah,
the
you
other
could
guy?
definitely serially kill some people in that thing.
I felt like the one I had was nicer than that, but probably not much. Actually, the one I had was actually very well kept up when I got it as a 12-year-old car. You know,
Hell yeah.
like my
Got Mikey over here bragging. Somebody get a 1986 Blazer. Right there.
I have a 97.
That was my first car.
Yeah, and his
Exact one.
Blazer
Was it?
had rims and a system in it, which is all you need.
Technically, it's my first car.
When did you start driving the Blazer?
When I started driving.
When did you move to the truck?
When we bought the truck.
Well, when
Not very long. It was not. I wish I would drove the Blazer longer.
did you have the truck the day you turned 16?
Wait, are all first cars 1986s?
It seems like it.
That Trooper was an 86.
Yeah, my Nova was definitely an 86. So how long did you drive the Blazer after you actually got your license?
Not very long. I honestly, I can't remember.
A month, 2 months, year?
Wasn't a year. Had to been probably months.
Like maybe finish school,
Yeah.
go through a little bit of the summer, then you start driving your truck. So the next year you had your truck.
Yeah.
So that would have been. Did you get your license when you were a sophomore? Or like Lindsey
Very
Stanley
end of-
Jr.?
The very end of sophomore year, yes.
Okay. What about you, Dale? What was your first car?
First car I drove an 06.
Or was that Mazda 3?
No. It pretty much was the same car though. It was a 06 Pontiac Vibe.
Okay.
It was a hatchback.
So I feel like the time frame of the year evens out.
6.
20 years later, he had an 06. 20 years before that, we had an 86.
I'll take it.
Okay.
06 is the new first car.
You said a
year.
Vibe?
Yeah, Pontiac Vibe.
What's a Vibe?
I thought they were like small
Are those-
SUVs.
A little
Is that
hatchback.
kind
It's like a
of-
little
That's a
hatchback.
square one?
Little hatchback. It's not fast at all.
What is?
And
Was it stick shift?
no,
No.
it wasn't.
That didn't. Okay. What car did your mom buy that was stick shift?
She had a Juke.
A Juke. That's
with-
what. That's what
I
I was.
swear it had a turbo in it with sport. That was like the first year that sports mode came out in cars. And man, I remember her first time picking me up. I was in elementary school and she did
Yeah.
that. I was in like a Jones Joggers Club, like just running around the school. And she came
Okay.
in and there was like a guy in the
That's right.
front seat with like a button up.
That's your guy.
Yeah. It was like she had some guy like with a button up shirt on and a tie in the front with a bald head, and I'm like, who the hell is this? Is this her boyfriend or what? So I get in the car, I'm like who's that? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So she starts driving and she's like, yeah, it has a turbo. She starts driving because it was stick, and man, I swear she's gotten more tickets in that car than I've ever seen her have ever. We used to always get pulled over in the juke.
So do you remember her driving the Juke, like how she shifted gears?
I don't think she ever stalled with me in the car.
Okay, not stall, but there's something that my other sister does because Troy and Brandy have that little Ford. What is it?
Fiesta?
Focus? No, that Focus.
Focus Fiesta.
Festiva.
Yeah, they have an older Focus that Troy used to drive back and forth to work when he worked far away from his house, and it's stick shift. And we're driving. God, I gotta find something. And every time we stopped when Brandy was driving, she would do this, just back and forth while she's in neutral. Just got to make sure I'm in neutral. It's like, yeah, you don't have to make sure the entire time you're in neutral, but just shook it the whole time we're stopped at a light or stop sign or anything. Just does your mom do that?
I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. It's been a while since I've seen her drive stick, but no, I'm gonna say no.
Interesting, because I don't do it.
I think
do
I've
it.
done that to
I
like
do it.
some degree.
I've
Not
done
the
it
whole
too,
time.
but not the whole time. Just aggressively, or multiple. Maybe not the entire time, but she would double check occasionally, like hand not on the stick. Just reach over, still in neutral. Just got to make sure. Been here for about 30 seconds and have not
Could have
tested it.
slipped into reverse. I'd hate to just floor it into the car behind me.
Have you ever had a car that's a stick, Dustin?
I have not, no.
You could drive one though, right?
Oh, no, hold on. I bought the 86 F1 50. There was a 3 on the tree.
Okay.
Remember that one? The blue one?
Yeah.
Y'all know how to
Just
drive
like
stick
this,
where it's like
on
the one
three
right
on the
here?
tree.
That's what he's talking
three
about,
On the, 3 on the tree.
Yeah, that's
It-
different.
It's not.
That's different.
It all works the same.
That's the first. I
Basically.
test drive that motherfucker. I never drove the stick before. I went to go buy it. It was a little rough.
I have a family member.
Guy's like, give me the money.
He's just give me the money, take it.
Take it.
Whatever you fuck up is on you.
All right.
I got a cousin that did that same thing with a Porsche.
Oh,
Oh
God,
shit.
He's like in IT, and it's like one of those things where your like career has some pretty big leaps or whatever. So at a certain point, he gets it in his head, you know, he's
Oh God.
just gonna get his dream car, right? So before it even leaves the factory, he's got the aftermarket, everything on it. It's like a fucking badass sports car.
Never
and-
driven a stick before.
Never driven a stick. So his wife is like gonna drive it out
Has
of.
she?
She like technically knows how to. She doesn't like to drive a regular car.
God.
She's
Lord.
not like a car person, but like she technically had the know-how to drive a stick from when she was like a teenager. And so he learned how to drive a stick
In a
on a fucking
Porsche?
$100,000 car.
I will say
But he
I-
still has it. So any damage that was done to it is just.
I ended up putting an automatic in the 3 on the tree, and I wish I would have left it. But I'm telling you, 3 gears is not a fucking lot.
No.
Yeah, that seems
Three
really
gears,
weird.
get on the highway, you're like, whoa, like the whole time with the, oh no. 3 gears is not a lot. I drove that bitch all the way to Oklahoma too.
I don't think
Jeez.
I've heard 3 on the tree, and I think maybe I just thought it meant the fucking regular.
Shifter.
Yeah.
No, this is actual, like you have the clutch and you've got, I don't even remember what it is anymore. You have first gears up top, then like second gears over here, then third gears here, and then reverse is like all the way down. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really weird.
it ain't very common.
I see why they phased it out.
Have y'all? So I heard you say you totaled a car. Have y'all totaled a car before?
Negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told a 1996 Chevy Nova. I'm sorry, 1986 Chevy Nova. About 6 weeks after I started driving.
Nice.
God bless.
Yeah, I totaled my parents' minivan.
Oh God.
Oh, minivan, that's abuse.
Man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever totaled. How about you?
Totaled? No.
Just stolen.
Stolen. I think that is considered.
I'm glad I
stolen.
wasn't there. Nobody like robbed me face to face. I'm glad it was while I was gone.
I feel like anybody that's taking that car in that circumstance, they're not going to rob you face to face.
Probably.
They're looking
no,
for
if
the
you think about it, they might. Because what do they have to lose? You're stealing a 2004.
right, but they can sell that shit for parts.
Right.
They're not going to risk their life over something like that. It's like it's a car that's sitting on the side that nobody is occupying.
Right.
Do you know what the vehicle Mikey's referring to as Freddy?
Yeah,
Oh,
My Focus.
damn.
My
Forgot about
2002 Ford Focus. Freddie was a good one. Also stick shift.
It's the same color as
Sheila.
Sheila.
Freddie did not have the turbo. Sheila does.
I remember he backed into something. He had a big dent in the back bumper. I remember he had a big dent in the back bumper, and he let some guy who knocked on his door saying, "Hey,
This motherfucker.
I can get that dent out for you." Bunch of fucking Bondo. It looked horrible.
How much you pay that stranger?
I'll tell you the story from the beginning.
Let's do it.
Me and Archie were going somewhere. He parked his Expedition right outside of my driveway, and we're leaving. It's dark. I had no it's a 2002 Ford Focus. There's no cameras on it, you know. It's not like I can see stuff back there anyways. But my reverse lights didn't work, and I never cared because they're reverse lights. Why would I ever fucking need reverse lights? So I back into Archie's trailer hitch, and it pokes a hole in my bumper. I didn't poke a hole.
It's just a big dent.
It was
It's
a big dent.
Plastic bump.
It's a plastic bumper.
One of the first years they put plastic bumpers on vehicles, back
Was
in
it?
03. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just assuming.
I like when he says something like that. I ask him, like, was it? Like, I'm curious about it.
Yeah,
Instead of
we
saying,
give him the benefit of the
"Bullshit,
doubt."
motherfucker. You're lying, son of a bitch. How do you know that's a fact? God damn it.
Tell us more.
Okay, now get on to it. So, yeah. So I back into Archie's truck. So it's my cousin's fucking truck.
Yeah.
And he's just laughing about it. There's no damage done to his because he actually has a
Steel bumper.
steel bumper. I'm rolling on plastic, apparently. Put the dent in there, and I never cared about it. I was like, fuck it, it's just a car. Like, I think all of y'all know me well enough to know, like, I don't care. It's just a
I'm
car.
sure there's pictures of this.
Of what?
Of the dent in the bumper.
You think so?
Well, it's before cell phones.
yeah, I don't
But,
think.
like,
Right, I'm sure that there
I'm sure
isn't.
there's printed pictures of this.
I doubt there is.
Really?
Why would there be?
I don't know. I just feel like I've seen it. I like
Like, it's imprinted in your mind that hard.
it really is.
So I was at.
That was years. Years that it was dented.
It was done for a while. I was at Albertsons once, and somebody walked up and was like, "Hey, I could fix that for you." And I was like,
What?
I said no this time.
Okay.
And I was like, "No, I think I'm all right." And it was like $75, $80. I was like, "No, I'm fine. I got to go. No, whatever." I was telling Archie about that. I was like, "You should have paid him." I was like, "Really? You think so?" So somebody actually knocked on my fucking door and was like, "Hey, I'm
Same guy.
I don't." It was definitely not the same
Drop
guy.
the price, $20.
It was definitely not the
I
same
still want to
guy.
fix it.
But it was a guy, and he comes out, he knocks on my door. He's got his family in his car. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to make some extra money, help my family out. I can fix that dent for you if you want." And he was like, I think it was either $80 or $100, somewhere between 80 and 100. I was like, that's not bad. Like, helping out a family that is in need. And so he does all this work, and he comes back. He's like, "Hey, I haven't paid him yet." He's like, "Hey, I have to get the paint. I have to come back tomorrow. I have to sand it and paint it." He's like, "All right." He's like, "You can pay me tomorrow." Me being a dumbass, like, "No, I'll pay you now. I don't care. Whatever, just come by whenever." So I paid him.
And that's the end of that story.
No. It looked like shit.
It looked like fucking shit. I should have
It
taken a
looked worse.
hammer to it.
It looked worse.
I should have taken a hammer to it and knocked that Bondo out of there. 'Cause that's all I did was spread Bondo all over this fucking dent in a plastic goddamn bumper.
TikTok wasn't there yet, so he didn't know to heat it up first and then it'll just like pop out on its own.
I could have probably put a plunger to it and fixed it. At the very worst, drill a small hole, stick something there and pull it out. There's so many options. He just covered that shit in Bondo. Was like, "I'll be back
And
tomorrow."
it,
And
and
finish.
it tried to like match the pinstripe
there was-
line. There was like a line.
I forgot about the
He tried to,
pinstripe
like trace his finger over the corner of it. It faded in a little too much, too high.
Yeah, so the back right side of the bumper
goes,
just had
"You
this little
can-"
bulge that was like, and it's so, like you said, it's so much more noticeable than just a dent.
Man.
You can
I forgot
just pay me
about that.
tomorrow. I'll come back, sand it down, and paint it. No, I'll pay you today. Okay, then. See you never. I didn't.
I was being trustful and nice, and then I learned my
Hell,
lesson.
I was gonna come back tomorrow. This is great. I didn't know I was done.
Yeah, that guy never came back,
Holy
obviously.
Damn.
I know there's got to be a picture of that of
You
it
think
being
so?
done. I'm pretty sure because that was. I'm pretty sure you sent it to us. I remember seeing that on my phone, on my cellular device.
On your cellular device.
Yeah, because that was like what? Probably like 08. Yeah, thinking so.
Probably around there sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a picture floating around there in the cloud. It's probably leaked.
The cloud did not exist in 08.
I can probably Google Ricky's bumper.
And it'll come up.
It comes straight up.
Freddy'sBadBondoJob.com.
So earlier you said there wasn't cell phones at the time.
No,
So
no,
that
no,
it
no.
was a-
the time that the dent happened, but this was several years later that the dent got fixed.
So you were like, let's fix it years after it happened.
yes,
I did not care to fix it at all.
You got bullied
But
by
you, know,
Archie.
you being such a wonderful person.
Being a nice guy, I was like, all right. He's got a whole family in the car. God damn, I had once when I was driving the Blazer, my Freddie was just sitting there, had someone offer to buy it. They're like, yeah, I'll sell it right now for $6,000. I was like, it's not worth $6,000. I was like, it's worth $6,000 to me. He's like, man, I only have 1,000. I was like, okay, then you're not buying it. It's like, come on, man, I'm desperate. I was like, you're desperate, not me. I'm the one with the car. I don't think you understand. I don't need the money. I don't need the car.
and the next thing you
Come
know,
on, man, I'm
it's a
dead.
Mazda
I got a
3.
family to feed. All right, just have the fucking.
Just take it.
Just fucking tow that bitch out.
I remember that motherfucker's like, does it start? I was like, yeah, I'd probably have to jump it off. I don't know. We won't start without jumping it off. I was like, can you show me that it starts? Like, it's not fucking for sale. He's like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying here. I'm not actively trying to sell this fucking car.
Tell you what, if you can prove that it starts, I'll give you $1,000 for it.
I'll make it 1,200 if it starts right now. Still not for sale.
He just thought you were doing that fucking Pawn Stars shit.
Acting like I don't want to sell it.
Yeah, well, when they do the negotiations,
I just go crazy number.
Yeah, something's worth like $300. They're like, I couldn't take any less than $14,000 for it. It's like, really, bro? We got to do this every time? All right, I'll give you $4. I'm like, well, at least make it $7,500.
I was being very honest with the guy, I thought.
That's why you were winning the negotiation.
I've had people knock on the door for the egg that's not here, the blue truck.
One of your many trucks that's not here.
Yeah, they knock on the door several times for that one.
Yeah, we don't know where it is, but it always comes back home.
It'll come back home.
Got to trade one out. Can't have too many on the property
Yeah,
against the HOA. You can only have
Burleson
12
has
trucks.
a
no
6
HOA.
truck limit.
Have you seen the fucking rednecks up here?
That's still only 6 trucks. They're just bigger.
There's still
Which is very large. They have very large trucks, but they're still under the limit.
15 trailers in the front yard.
There's no trailer limit.
They had a whole goddamn, what do you call that thing? A flea market in their front yard for a good month.
Oh, it's half of it's still there.
Still there?
It got rained on and they burnt half of it, and then there's still like a sign on the shop that says,
Okay, so they had shit they got rained on. They burnt it. You're trying to save toilet paper.
"Those motherfuckers are rednecks. I'm not."
I feel like you kind of fit in with them right now.
Why?
Because you're saving toilet paper that got rained on.
Okay, that's a redneck thing to do.
No, he's just frugal and knows the value of $1.
Yeah, toilet paper's expensive. I know you wipe your ass with $100 bills, but Jesus. Somebody say something.
Okay, look, we'll go back. I've never totaled a car, but I did wreck that Colorado.
Okay.
But I've never had like an accident or a wreck where I had to go through insurance. So I like to say that I've never been in a wreck.
You've never been in a wreck, but you wrecked the Colorado and then the transmission didn't work.
Well, okay, that wasn't the reason why the transmission didn't work.
Okay.
When I wrecked that car, it was kind of similar. I hit somebody's trailer. I rear-ended somebody.
Put a hole in it.
Yeah, so my front bumper was like caved in and it fucked my AC. So then I didn't have AC in Texas summer.
You mean radiator or transmission?
Radiator. My radiator broke, and then we fixed the radiator, and we figured that it actually wasn't the radiator that I broke. It was, everything else in the front of the car. And
Which is the transmission? I'm still confused.
well, no. I didn't break the transmission by crashing at that time. The transmission went out by itself on the highway.
Okay.
Just for being an older car.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but I messed up my AC, everything in the front like that. And I was driving that Colorado with no AC for like 2 years.
That would be fucking miserable.
It was. Imagine going to work, you get out and you're wet from sweating. You go to work
Don't
and
worry,
you're already
girl.
sweating.
We know you ain't got no AC either.
She just sits in the garage.
I know. She's going to go back to the shop. We just got to wait till that title comes in.
Fair.
Because I'm not going to put money in something that's not mine.
See, I did the most sensible thing by I didn't fix the AC. Instead, I just got like the most illegal tint I could possibly get. That way it wouldn't be as hot. And I'm like, you know what? This is a great idea. Let's just tint it
So
out.
roll up with the windows up all the time. No airflow.
And that's the thing. I would roll them down and it would still be hot.
Yeah. Just more hot air getting in.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's how the heat works here.
Yeah.
It's just hot air all the fucking time. Y'all want to try beef jerky today?
Yeah.
We got 1 vote yes.
Let's try some jerky.
I am hungry.
So we got 3 votes yes.
I am too.
All right, what's
Speaking
this
of which-
bullshit?
I thought you had it.
I do like the packaging on this one.
Because it's small?
It's small.
Now, I did a keto diet for a while. And if
Okay.
you Google one low carb thing from your phone, you get targeted ads for keto shit for like a year and a half. And Biltong is one of the things that it would always try and sell me. And I said, that looks like fucking, I don't know what Biltong is. Looks like goddamn beef jerky to me.
I was hoping you knew what biltong was.
Nah, man.
Because I thought it was Bitlong.
Is that what this is?
I think that I thought
Oh.
that as well.
I thought it was
Is it not? Should I Google that real quick?
No. So I thought it was Bitlong for the longest time. I was like, Bitlong. And I read it every time they said something about it on the Facebook page, the jerky.com Facebook page. I was like, Bitlong. Were you the same way?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
I thought it was a bouillon. Like a bouillon cube.
Like a bouillon cube. Okay.
beef
That makes
bouillon.
Yeah, man.
Open that shit up, Dale.
Okay.
So I gave
Try it.
I'm just being honest. I didn't know what the hell it was.
So I gave a little bag, one of these little bags to my friend Holly, and she looked at it as a biltong, and I corrected her, it was like bitlong, and she's like, no, it definitely doesn't say that. I was like, oh shit, you're right.
So what is it?
So we got green
Biltong.
salsa.
Biltong?
I don't know what it is. I just know how to say it.
Okay.
All right, yeah. What's the description here?
Green salsa beef biltong.
Green salsa beef biltong, and it's jerky. It's jerky.com, so it is the best I can describe it. It's tiny little pieces of beef jerky, which is completely opposite of what you normally get from jerky.com.
And so that's a
You're
biltong?
gonna have to rip that shit.
I know. They don't want me to try it.
I wonder.
They have to rip it. Oh, you already ripped it. God damn, what are you? Is that the first time you opened a goddamn bag?
Hey.
Somebody do this so I don't embarrass
see.
myself for 10 more minutes.
He's gonna dump it out.
The struggles of opening a goddamn bag.
Thank you. All right, let's see.
Biltong.
What is it?
Biltong.
Green salsa beef biltong.
Man, this is like that should come in that little can, like the dip, the jerky dip.
Oh yeah, jerky stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love
Little
this.
jerky snuff. I might put it in. as
Put it in
dip.
your lip.
I might put it in my lip.
Interesting.
So I do this thing with my wife called Fun with Dyslexia. So if I read something all messed up and it ends up like becoming something funny as it comes through my translation,
Yeah.
I'll just text her, hey, Fun with Dyslexia. I thought this billboard said this. We need to start making a note of it, and that can be a segment on the show because I cannot remember a single one of them, but it happens to me like once a week.
It happens to me all the time. If Holly didn't point out that said biltong instead of bitlong, I would have still read bitlong every time.
That's my review of the biltong. Actually, is it's good, but it's a bit long.
Good, but it's a bit long.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of y'all tried this before?
That's my first time.
That Jergen? No, I haven't tried that.
I'm very confused on how small it is.
What the difference is? You know what? It smells really good.
It does.
I don't know.
I like the flavor. I really do like the flavor.
So what are you confused on?
Just like how it's so different from everything else that has been out there.
That's the biltong thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, so the
biltong
biltong is a type.
I believe so. I'll look it up. But tell me more about what confuses you.
That pretty much it. Like the consistency of this, it's
Little
literally
severe.
looks like it needs to be in a freaking Copenhagen little round, like a little snuff pouch.
I can put it in one for you.
This is why we need Lindsay Stanley Jr. here, so she can be our Google bitch.
Or should I just tell her?
No,
Well, she's
All
in
right,
the
well,
chat.
it's delicious. Whatever the fuck biltong is, I fucking.
Where'd y'all get it from?
Jerky.com.
Got it for free?
No,
No, hell.
no.
Jerky's expensive.
I don't like us that much.
Ricky has like a $300 a month turkey bill.
Oh my god.
It might be more this month.
Nah, the over under is like 200.
It might be more this month.
God. Well, it's the holidays. You know?
I did some pre-order things
Anybody, we know that.
when Doug was on.
Still the holidays. He's treating himself.
I told Dustin this last time when you bailed on us. When we had Doug head on, and he talked about the special gift that you should
you
get
were
it.
on there doing it at
Yeah.
the time.
And I was like, no, I don't want that. So I ended up buying that. So I also brought up that I wanted one of those jerky.com charcuterie boards. 2 fucking days later, I get an email saying, hey, here's a discount on if you buy this much beef jerky, we'll throw in this charcuterie board for free. So I got me a charcuterie board.
Yeah, and the shit ain't gonna go bad.
No.
Just add it into
jerky.
your cabinet full of beef jerky.
My cabinet's overfilled now.
Honestly, this might be my favorite jerky.com.
I know.
I don't know
It's a
whether
good one.
when to start talking into it.
Yeah, anytime you want.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna vote for keep it.
Well, we're all a little bit snake bit about chewing on the microphone and getting yelled at by Ricky. So now,
Yeah, but now you're not chewing.
well, I still have a little bit in my teeth.
Put this.
Yeah, he's dipping it.
He is dipping it.
And by the way, back in like 1991, those little beef jerky
That's before my
snuff
time.
things were $1.29.
Was it?
So now they're probably like $8 if they still exist.
I feel like that was always just the left. I have so much food in my mouth. I'll be right back. That was always just the leftover stuff you got from the bags, and they just dumped it in a can.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The point is, it was like one Slim Jim worth or so. I don't even know what. Well,
I don't know. I'm on board with it. I like
Yeah.
the flavor of it. I like the texture of it.
The person that was supposed to look up what biltong is,
He's holding
ate
his
food,
biltong.
so he left. I don't know what.
South
South
African
African.
style beef jerky,
So it's Caucasian.
also known as coming in a can. I don't know.
Well, it's still free jerky. I'm gonna continue to sample it.
I liked it. I would vote.
I think it tastes like, it's Sun Chips, like the. It's kind of what it tastes
yeah.
like the red bag.
Okay, I got to try different bags. I've had.
Are they the same flavor?
They are, but sometimes they're different batches.
I got you.
So sometimes it's
Let's pass it around.
you get little different flavors within each pack.
It feels like I'm in South Africa right now. I gotta tell you, this is pretty authentic biltong.
That one is different.
The 2 batches.
I honestly think the same. They do taste different.
I feel like the one that
Try
got
this one?
real mangled. That's the one I started with. I feel like this one has more of the
Flavor,
pepper
right?
powder. Yeah.
Agreed.
Is it spicy-ish?
I just wasn't gonna say
One
anything.
bag tastes real strong, like the green salsa, and then the other one kind of. I don't know.
Just had taste more like green salsa.
Yeah, whichever bag that I open, all fucking stupid.
Well, I wouldn't say you opened it.
So you think that one tastes different?
That one tastes more like the salsa.
A little stronger.
This one tastes
It's more
like
just
the,
like
like the biltong.
Now I'm gonna sample.
Oh God.
I'm gonna sample the jerky that has all this writing on it. real
that's
quick.
jerky too.
Yeah.
I thought that was an envelope.
Read this fucking bullshit.
Don't taste different than the ones you've had.
Sims and Leon.
A lot different.
Your mom's here. Hey, that's awesome. Manly mango. Is that the flavor?
I guess.
Oh, Manco. I'm just okay.
So
Would you say dyslexic moment?
yeah, there you go. No, I think you just can't read. But wow. Dusty, were you not privy to this merch? The beef jerky giant business card?
What about it?
Were you privy to it ahead of time, or was that just a Ricky thing?
Yeah, no. Once he's standing junior.
She brought it to
Break this
us.
open.
Oh, so it was a surprise for both of y'all?
It was.
Nice.
That one, she brought us koozies.
She wore our shirt.
She wore a shirt with our
Had
faces
us-
on it.
Had to sign it. Had to sign her.
Sounds like a really good episode.
Yeah.
You should listen
yeah.
to it.
And then look.
Is it out already?
No.
Oh, fuck you.
We got to sign to Theo Vaughn.
Nice. Man, the listeners, y'all are missing out. If you were in this garage, you would be seeing stuff and
So, Dale, as
Having
a
a-
guest, you kind of suck.
Excuse me?
You didn't bring any gifts.
I brought myself. That should
Perfect.
be a gift.
Brought a
of
fucking
its own.
entire motorcycle.
Exactly.
Oh, we get to keep that.
You can
Hold on,
look
we're
at
doing live rides or what?
Do you want a sticker on
Hey,
it?
I mean, I didn't learn my lesson all the way. If y'all want, y'all can try it. Take it up the street.
To be fair, I will show you my driver's license. I
I'll
do have
say-
a Class M.
Have you ever
Nice.
laid down a motorcycle?
Yes,
Okay.
See,
I learned my lesson. It was right almost in front of your grandparents' driveway.
really?
I just left their house.
What kind of bike?
Well, not their house. Had a Yamaha V Star.
You had a Yog.
How many cc's was it?
Stupid small.
150.
No.
210? 270?
No, the V Stars have to start it.
300? Or 350.
See,
On the smaller side of bikes, though.
It's a small, yeah,
Right.
one of the smallest ones you can get. I fucked up on that one. Had some pipes on her like she could run with the hogs.
telling you.
It did sound good.
It sounded good, but you're on the highway. You're like that three on the tree. Like, all right. Is there anything left in this bad boy?
Yeah, that was the great thing about the Rebel, which was a 250. Is
Oh, yeah.
if you're on the highway, you could floor it. And you're not getting a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, those type bikes you
Oh,
pretty
really?
much
You
floored
pull-
everywhere, right?
pulled me over for speeding. I couldn't even get up to speed. I'm sorry.
Oh, I remember driving back from Lubbock once in my Jeep, and they pulled me over going 80. I was like, this bitch has never seen 80. Like, she tops out at 65, 66. So you must have caught me going downhill at a very perfect time. It's like, no, I measured you. How big are those tires? When's the last time it was calibrated? I was like, still ain't going to go 80. It don't matter when it was calibrated.
Last time it was calibrated. Crooked cops
Yeah, I just
in
recently
whatever city that was.
Post,
Malone.
Texas.
Texas.
If you ever drive through Post, Texas, I guarantee you will get pulled over.
Wow.
These two are good.
What?
Wow.
These two are good.
What?
That's the thing. I just made the smartest move that you could do when you own a sports bike. Is I took,
Sell it.
Sold it.
I took I took my plates off.
Just
It's free.
Oh, yeah, that's
free-
a fucking smart thing to do.
Free toll roads, buddy.
Oh
free
my
tolls.
god, yeah, okay, yeah, free ride to fucking jail.
Oh, I gotta take the plates off the fucking Corolla, dude. I rack up those.
Look, hey, I don't know if y'all
Bell tag
seen.
feet.
They've got like these little magnets now, and they're like leaves. And there's like a button that'll turn them off, and you can cover your license plate with like the leaves. And then if you're getting pulled over, you're like, oh shit, press the button, and they fall off. They like cover.
You just
your-
drop your license plate completely?
No,
it drops
it's like
the object
leaves.
off of it.
It's like the leaves that
Oh, so
block
it
your
covers
plate.
it.
You're
Got
right,
it.
right. So you can get more than one. I mean, I think it comes with like 5. It's enough to cover.
I once went on a call. Some shady shit was going on. This Corolla was parked in the garage.
This is back when you worked at the drive-thru?
Yeah. And instead of it being, what number was it?
69. 420. 8.
No, but it was a 0.
Zero.
So it was a 0, but it had a piece of black electrical tape going
Make
through
it an 8?
to make it look like an 8. And I was trying to run the plate and it wasn't coming back. And I got closer to it and I was like, fuck. And so I questioned the guy about it. He went over and scratched it off. No, that's a 0. First of all, how would you know what your license plate number was anyways? You know what I mean? Oh no, and then you're like, oh no, that's for sure a 0, even though, and then like scrapes the tape off it with his finger. This shady motherfucker for the toll roads, I guarantee you.
100%. People put like shirts out the ass end of the trunk, try to cover it.
This guy was, and we looked this guy up. He was one of those billboard advertising freaking loggers, you know, like one of those. Oh man,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, Troy was telling me when I was there last week that he got a parking ticket the day they were flying to France or wherever they went, Belgium, I don't know. But hold on. He received it in the mail. Like, he didn't get the parking ticket. He got it in the mail from the day they went to France.
Right.
And it
Parking
was-
ticket in the mail. Red
Yeah,
light
From,
ticket?
wait, from France?
I'm not saying this right, apparently.
I guess not.
All right. Sorry. We're
Time out.
focusing on the. on
I'm saying, yeah. As soon as I said he got a parking ticket, I realized I was telling the story wrong. He received it in the mail well after he was back home from France that he got a parking ticket the day they left for France. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Y'all following?
Yep.
And he was like, this doesn't make sense. He's like, maybe because my mom and dad were there. It's like, maybe Teresa or Oriel too went driving around, parked somewhere. They didn't know they could park there, got a ticket, just didn't realize it. So he started looking more into it. He was like, then he asked them, he's like, no, we didn't go anywhere that day. It's like the day they were literally flying out. So Troy calls him. He's like, This doesn't make sense because I was flying out that day. We didn't go to this part of Denver. I don't know how I could possibly have gotten this ticket. It matches license plate, but then they read the description of the car. Did not match the description of his car.
What?
So I think once you said somebody wrote something on that to change the number on the license plate. So I think that's probably what happened is they read the license plate because at first he was like, maybe they just wrote it down wrong because he had to dispute it. And instead, he didn't have to go to like court or anything. They came back and was like, all right, it's fair. It doesn't match what that license plate
This
that we
is
put
not
in.
an Astro van.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Like not the same color, not the same make, model. So
At the drive-through, we always called color out too, just in case. Color of the vehicle.
and they did. But what he received in the mail didn't have the color on there, but they did have it on file wherever they were.
And he's like, no.
Montre says it's very smart for them to give fake candy cigarettes and tobacco snuff to get
Beef jerky snuff.
beef jerky snuff.
Is all that stuff really bad? I feel like everybody does it.
What?
Like tobacco.
Well, yeah.
I mean, think about it. How normal it is. Like, is it really that bad?
You?
I feel like it's gotten on the unnormal side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it was, and then now it's reversed.
Nah, it's just
Like,
evolving.
do you remember people smoking in restaurants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's evolved now. You have like, e-cigs, stuff like that.
And planes still have a little ashtray on there.
Does it really?
It says some planes do not. Not a lot.
Maybe
of
on
them.
Southwest. God damn.
Those old planes they bought from American.
Some planes still have it on there. I mean, they're still flying basically the same planes. I think newer ones came out recently, but still basically the same planes they flew in the 70s.
God.
That technology has not advanced.
Exactly.
Do y'all know?
Like, how the fuck does our cars have this digital screen that does everything, and you go to a fucking cockpit and there's switches all over the place?
Because it's an old ass plane. Because you're flying on broke ass Southwest Airlines.
A1, baby. Steak sauce.
Yeah.
So do y'all know so there's planes that are like unmarked, right? And so I guess it's called like a doomsday plane. I seen this thing and it was
When you say unmarked, like, what do you mean?
so it's just a plane with no windows, no paint job, like no airline, nothing on it. It's just a white plane.
No tail number.
Yeah, like no windows, nothing outside the cockpit view. And I guess they were calling it the doomsday plane, the plane that all the rich people are going to go on to hide out wherever they're going to go at the end of time. So they've been flying it and people have been like taking pictures of it and shit. And they're like, why is this out so often? And I guess it was like out like for a week. It was like 3 days in a row where this unmarked plane was just flying around and people were like, what is that?
Interesting.
But I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either, but I have not heard of this unmarked
I haven't either.
doomsday
We're
plane.
not on Reddit.
I'll look into it.
Right.
Fair. I'm not on Reddit.
I'm going to look into it.
How many pilots do you think have died mid-flight in the last 20 years?
From a heart attack?
From whatever.
Mid-flight.
Oh, Google bitch.
I know the answer just because
Oh,
I heard
you
it
do?
today. Yeah.
Heard today.
Yeah.
On what?
Let's do it.
The
So,
freak?
yeah.
The
We'll
front
do
over under.
well, let's do a
I'll bet $1.
ABCD.
SNL Price is Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Dollar.
You're bidding at one,
No, I'm not.
In 20 years,
20 years,
20 years.
died mid flight.
pilot has died mid-flight.
I'm going to say 1.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Or we go
I'm gonna go-
youngest
I'm
to
going to
oldest?
say
Go ahead.
I think for this step, we're going youngest to oldest now.
Oh, that'd be me next.
Yeah.
7.
7?
if we're doing prices right, I'll say 8. But my actual guess is 42.
The actual answer is 8.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
I was so close.
20 years.
I didn't listen to this at all either.
Yeah, over there, because one just recently happened, and that's what got brought up. In the last 20 years, 8 pilots have died mid-flight.
Really?
Commercial airline pilots. I guess
How fucking freaky
that didn't
is
crash
that?
a plane.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna make an emergency landing. We'll tell y'all once we get back on.
Like, I don't think they're
Ground.
counting like the 9/11 pilots in there, because they kind of did die mid-flight.
That wasn't really mid flight.
End of flight.
That was at the very end of the flight.
Okay.
It was like when they parked.
I mean,
They parked in the spot that fit best for that big ass plane.
Mod Trace asking, are you talking about the Janet? But Janet makes
Sure.
multiple trips a day.
Maybe.
It's unmarked.
Maybe. I mean, I brought that up. I don't have a lot of knowledge about it.
That's all
I
right.
just thought it was interesting.
I think it is interesting.
Mark Plain, no windows. What's going on?
The no windows things is if people are flying on it to have no windows is kind of weird.
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
if I would want to.
It's not like a
I mean, what do you
commercial
think?
plane. It's like
If I want to fly on it,
If you want to fly on a plane with no windows,
if it's just as safe, then yeah.
Do you want to be looking out the window?
I feel like it's
I
an
don't know.
option.
I feel like it's like a security blanket. I want to see when the ground.
I want to be in like a cargo plane with like a couple of crates of chickens and like I don't know some
So you have something to
barrels.
hold on
or-
to?
No, it sounds cheap.
Did I tell you I watched Maverick?
No, you didn't.
Did.
Did you? How'd you like it?
Fucking loved
I
it.
told you. I went and
Holy
saw it
fuck.
twice.
Have you seen it?
Show or movie?
The movie. Oh my god. Top
I
Gun Maverick.
assume you're
Have you seen
talking
the-
about
The
The
new
top-
one?
the 1994
No.
Mel Gibson vehicle about the Old West.
No.
No, I haven't watched the new one.
But you watched
you
the old
watch
Top
it?
Gun?
I don't think so.
Did you watch
Was it
this
Tom Cruise?
weekend?
Huh?
Did you watch it this past weekend?
It was actually a couple weeks ago
Theater style or in
That's-
the living room?
in the living room.
Oh god. Didn't do
It was
justice.
just as good.
No, it was not.
I've watched it 3 times since.
Oh, you have.
The other 2 times I've watched it, I just watch all the plane scenes. I skip all the bullshit in the middle.
That's all the love part.
Right. But the love relationship between Maverick and Rooster is the best love story there is.
That's true.
Okay.
When he fucks Goose's son, oh, so good.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Way to go.
God bless. He must have been
He
watching
lost
it
that love and feeling.
on that other West. It's
If-
that love.
If anybody
Get
has
it.
not watched Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, I highly recommend
Oh,
it.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen the new one? Mm-hmm. What do you think of it? What do you think of the love scenes?
So badass.
I could take him or leave him.
What about the movie overall?
It's fine.
I think you should watch
bless.
it like I watch it. Take out all the scenes that are not them flying around.
It was pretty badass.
Take them out.
Flying
Just
around.
watch
I thought
the
you
flying around
just-
scenes.
You just watched the flying around.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So I watched the entire movie
Once.
and then I've gone back a couple times and just watched the flight scenes.
I would, but I'm not 12. So I don't think it's that neat.
Okay, super serious time. I'm gonna give you advice. Eat a couple edibles, and start watching all the fight scenes. You cry less, and then you still cry at the end because you're so happy everything's happening.
I will say.
Fuck yeah!
Oh yeah.
Like 8
I
times.
cried.
God
I
damn it.
cried.
I was crying half the
He was
goddamn
high.
movie.
He's not a fucking
All right, I gotta watch it.
machine.
I was sober and crying. So.
Yeah, I cried half the goddamn movie.
Oh man.
It was,
What
all,
really
it was
got
like
me was the piano scene.
that one didn't get me for some reason.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was weird that got you. But yeah, I guess. So Dale, you've never seen the original.
No.
I don't think you'd care for it. That bag
It's
has
like-
much more flavor than the other one.
I know. I'm taking a flavorful
Wait.
bag.
It's like
You
war,
sure?
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like a war movie.
Ish. They're in Top Gun. They're flying jets. Basically it's just a movie of them flying
You know
jets
what-
playing volleyball.
Top Gun is. Top Gun is what they call.
It's the best of the best.
It's the best of the best. in the
fighter
Navy.
pilots.
Yeah.
It's got Tom Cruise.
Well, I'm just saying in general the term Top Gun. Like it comes on, the first scene tells you what Top Gun means.
Yeah, yeah. And
You cried at that part, didn't you?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't. I just saw words on the screen. This guy did.
it's the exact same fucking intro as a
It is.
1986 movie.
So he cried.
It's like, oh, this is so fucking awesome. Like, oh, shit.
And the
here?
exact
Goddamn.
the exact fucking scene too, basically.
It
on
is.
the fucking cargo ship. Oh man.
I don't think they call that a cargo ship.
really? What they call it?
Aircraft carrier.
Like the thing out in the middle of the ocean.
It's
That-
an aircraft
What's
carrier.
that plane's
You're
land
right.
on?
Yeah.
Steve was
Yeah.
right. He took history and remembered it.
They teach you that in history?
I just played a lot of Battleship as a kid.
Do they have an aircraft carrier in Battleship?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay.
It's the biggest one. It's the 5-hitter.
That's the battleship?
That's the 5-hitter.
The aircraft carrier.
There.
So the battleship's smaller than the aircraft carrier.
Yep.
Then why is a game not named aircraft carrier?
That's a great
Fill in
point.
the blanks.
Name's too long. That's my first guess.
The name aircraft carrier is a bit like this beef jerky in the fact that it's a bit long.
Biltong.
It's a biltong.
It's a bit long. Okay, so battleship makes more sense.
Oh man, it's
More exciting.
What if they named it cargo ship? Do you think it would be as successful? You sank my cargo ship. Well, that's not exciting.
I think it's dual phrase because you're battling somebody else. Speaking of which, when was the last time you played Battleship?
See, this guy's, he gets it. He knows why they didn't name it aircraft carrier, even though it's the biggest piece. It's because it's two ships battling each other.
I actually played it Thanksgiving Thursday with my little cousin.
Like not on the phone?
Yeah, no, this was my game as a kid.
Oh, wow.
Was it
Brought him
the?
out.
Did you win?
Thanks.
Did you cheat?
She cheated, and she
That
actually,
bitch.
So that's what I
Well,
was
you
going
know
to
what?
ask.
I
Was
don't-
it the
No,
honor
she did.
system or the electronic?
Well, no, this was the honor system.
the old school.
She,
Okay.
she had just learned. I don't know if she quite knew. And then she started running around like she was looking at mine. I thought I covered them pretty well. I will
God,
say at the end,
God damn.
the aircraft carrier, I forgot, and I only hit it 4 times, and I forgot it. And so she did end up winning.
But she
Well,
also
she did.
cheated.
Yeah, probably so. Because she's 7, so.
Dusty.
So I lost to a 7-year-old, and I was trying to win.
Oh, it's time for another episode of How Young is Dustin, actually.
Oh, shit.
You lost to a 7-year-old?
I did.
But she was cheating.
I'm going to say that, yes.
You couldn't just out cheat her?
Wasn't trying to set a bad example.
She already had the bad example set.
I can't call her out on it.
But now you teach a new lesson that cheaters
Okay, I
don't
might have
win.
looked a couple times.
And you
all
still fucking
And I
lost.
Still lost.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Hey, cold front's coming in. Just saying.
I know, I feel it. All right, Dale, you need to drive home before the cold front comes in?
Maybe. Let me,
Man, you need to pack your shit. You're going to New York tomorrow. You ain't even packed nothing.
I know, right? It's 8 o'clock. We got 12 hours.
You're going to be fine.
We
That
got
city
12
never
hours.
sleeps.
What time do you fly out tomorrow?
12.
Are you going straight to New York or to Denver first?
No, we're going to.
New York City.
Get a rope.
I could go for some pace right now.
We stop in Nashville.
Some pace hot
But you are
sauce.
going straight to New York. You're not like
Yeah, I'm
you're
not
not going
getting
to
off.
Denver.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting.
With
off.
some
So
potato
the bakers
chips.
are just meeting you there.
I guess so. Yeah.
You hope so?
Yeah, I hope so.
That would be a fucking trick joke right there, right? Say, yeah,
How
we're-
many days is that?
We'll buy you flights to New York. We'll meet y'all there. And they show us like, where y'all at? It's like, oh, joke's on you. Have fun, Home Alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you want to close it up?
Let's close it up.
What do we say?
Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a dick.
nice. Be nice.
Yeah. Dale, you got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, you want to plug your social media?
It was fun.
Like, do you game or anything like that?
Yeah, I game. Do I stream it though?
No, I don't.
I don't
Oh.
stream, but yeah, I game. I play games.
Like, what do
plug
you-
it? Plug that. Oh, fuck. I'm a gamer and I just lost it.
Handle
Yeah. Whatever it is.
your gamer tag.
That's it.
Okay, we got there.
Okay. Plug the gamer tag. All right. It kind of changes pretty often right
So what
now.
do you play
Why do you change so often?
to get in different
Trying
rooms?
to hide against kids?
No. What I changed it up. So
7-year-olds get in
recent-
trouble?
recently,
Y'all just started a support group.
really, I've been playing the new Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and
Hell yeah. What about Warzone 2.0?
yeah, I've been playing that.
Yeah.
My name. That's what I'm talking
kids
about. My
up.
name changes pretty often on there. Right now, it's like Dr. Phil. Before it was like Ray Rice.
He gets banned so much.
Oh yeah, good choices all the time, all around.
So can you change your name on the same account? Or do you have to open a new account?
No, it can be the same account. Just got like 6
different
months
nowadays.
to gain like a token to change your name. You gotta do it
Okay.
every 6 months.
Yeah.
So does it reset your stats when you change your name?
Nah, just the name. But Yeah, no, just the name. But my actual Xbox name is BTG Ice. So if y'all want to play some games,
BTG Ice.
yep, I'm gonna try to start a motorcycle club with that.
The
With BTG, Born to Go
Point to go. What's the ice stand for? Just ice? Cold?
Ice.
Because you're cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Cold as ice.
But yeah, go follow me on Instagram. It's dfizzy, d.fziir6. I'm gonna start posting bike content on there. Hopefully, make some videos. So y'all go show some support and love.
I'm still trying to get my GoPro back for you.
Oh, I got 2 right now.
Oh, then you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 right now. 2 for free.
Let's not get it back for the podcast. Fuck that.
It's a Hero 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the ones that I got. I
Yeah.
got 2 here for.
What's wrong with that? I don't know anything about those.
I think our phones do better than that.
Can we put on the front of Sheila and get some good content from that, like the kids in your neighborhood,
Oh my god.
Possibly.
biker kids?
That day.
I have put it on Sheila. God, that would have been so fun awesome to have that video. I have put it on Sheila and drove all the way to Uncle's lake
Yeah,
house.
yeah, I've seen that one.
I've done. That's
was
really the only
fine
thing I've
quality.
done. Huh?
It's good quality.
Oh, you mean like for in here?
I just mean in general. Let's get some content going with it.
Yeah, do
Like
it.
pulling into the studio.
Now it sounds like more work for me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Dustin's favorite.
Yeah, he's like, we should do this and this and this. Like, yeah, do it.
I didn't say that. Then get it back.
Okay, and then you're gonna use it.
Yeah, we'll put it on the green truck.
Can you start making TikToks
Yeah.
and Instagrams?
Reels are where it's at.
And
right now.
Reels.
Reels are where it's at.
Reels.
Yep. YouTube
Reels.
Shorts.
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, that's where it's at. The little short videos. People's attention spans are
Right.
real small right now.
That's your people.
I don't know. I think it's been fun. I had fun.
I had a great time.
We gotta try some
Spin a
beef,
minute.
beef jerkies.
Spin a minute.
Spin a minute. What do you want to spin?
It's been a minute.
For what?
Felt
Since we
fast.
podcasted with Steve-O in studio and at the tall table.
Yeah.
Please tell me,
It's
Steve-O,
nice.
it's nicer, better than that short little motherfucker.
That stupid glass piece of shit over there.
That
That's the one.
square chode.
Follow me at Steve Gamble on Instagram. Make sure to go to iTunes and pre-save whatever single is out when this airs. The album drops the 23rd.
What's it called?
Pre-save it. It's called Apologetic.
Unapologetic or apologetic?
Unapologetic would make more sense.
But it's apologetic?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just leave it on. Just press play and then just go to bed. And
Yeah,
just
I've watched
let it
your.
roll.
I watched Aunt Thala about 1,000 times so far.
Yes.
Like I've made everybody watch it. I was like, watch this, watch this. Like, it's not that funny. It's like, it's hilarious.
It doesn't matter if it's funny. They owe me 3 cents if you've watched it 1,000
Really?
times.
On the iTunes or what?
Watch it on iTunes, Spotify. You can find it everywhere. Or hear it everywhere. Right?
Can I watch it?
Except iHeartRadio.
I love you guys. Yeah, fuck iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
You can burn and die in a fire for all I care.
Yeah, fuck this. We're
I
not
don't-
on there anyways.
I don't think you can watch it. At least I haven't found a place to watch it.
It's an audio.
I can watch
Just-
you
just
listen
strictly
to it.
audio?
Yeah.
I can watch you listen to it.
Do blind reacts.
Yeah.
I love this idea. All right.
So hit it.
The next TikTok you're gonna do is a blind reaction.
TikTok.
A blind reaction to Steve-O's Aunt Thala.
All right.
Are you gonna actually do it?
With Doug Head's glasses, hell yeah.
Okay, do you have his glasses?
Right there.
Can I expect to see this tomorrow? Doug said you need to be dropping 2 TikToks a day.
Believe me, I know.
I'm gonna give you the trick.
All right, let's hear it.
You make 6 accounts, post the same stuff on every account, and then once one of those accounts blows up on one of the videos, it's hooked in the algorithm. Just post on that account only, because your first TikTok is gonna get the most most online traffic that you can get. Your first video, it's gonna blow up. So whichever one blows up first, start posting on that page.
SNL_BOYZ. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. It's about that time of the year, huh?